Hi, welcome to the channel. Jay, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's live, we will be talking about the upcoming fight this Saturday: Canelo Alvarez against Terence Bud Crawford, the fight of the century, the best fight, the highest grossing gate since Conor McGregor, since Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor, the biggest fight since then. 65,000 tickets sold out Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Yeah. Pull on in here. Let's talk about this fight. Cause I got some stuff I want to show y'all, man. Real quick. I promise I'm not gonna be on here long tonight. I got like an hour in me. Tired, long day. I don't know how much longer we're gonna be doing 2 cents after dark, because coming on here talking boxing after this whole long day, 10:30, staying up late to 2, 3 in the morning. I'm not gonna be able to do that. I'll lie to you. But I want to pull up some stuff real quick and kind of just show y'all. It's been wild out here. It's a lot. I'm seeing a lot more promotion for the Bud Canelo fight. But I'm just like, why y'all wait till now? Like, y'all should have been doing this. I should have been having like commercials, and it should have been all over TikTok and Instagram. We should be seeing every time we scrolling, every other, you know what I'm saying? Ad should be the Canelo Crawford fight. But let me email myself some stuff real quick so I could pop it up on the screen for y'all. Because I thought that this was interesting. I want to get y'all 2 cents about, let me know what y'all think, right? I want to send that. What else I want to send? I want to send that. Send that. All right. Email these to myself right quick. Did y'all watch the Grand Arrivals today? What did y'all think? Now, I didn't get to watch all of it because I was like doing some work, so I was in and out. But I'm seeing Bud walking in and he just getting boo, boo, boo. I'm like, where is all the Bud buddies? Where is the Bud buddies? Why is Bud getting booed like this? He don't got no fans there. Everybody there for Canelo. I thought Bud had Mexican fans too. I'm be honest with y'all. I'm just ready for them to have this fight. It's like you can't even have conversations with people about it. I'm trying to talk about the fight and everybody just like, we going back and forth. We got a little debate going. Every time I say something, they jumping down my throat. I'm like, damn, you just hate Bud. You just hate him. I'm like, we just having a discussion about the fight. Who we gonna think go win and why? Talking about the different fighters and their flaws. You feel what I'm saying? You just hate Bud. You just hate Bud. I say I felt like Bud don't got the greatest defense. Like I was talking to people and I was like, y'all acting like Bud don't get hit. Like he just got this Mayweather-esque defense and he don't get hit. He was getting hit in the Madrimov fight. He kept getting caught with straight rights. Well, you just hate Bud. No, that was an observation. This had nothing to do with my feelings. I promise it doesn't. I promise I have no feelings towards none of these fighters for nothing. Like, you hate Bud. The man was getting hit with straight rights. So let me ask y'all a question, right? If somebody throws 400 punches and lands 95 shots, and somebody throws, let's say, 250 punches and lands 84 shots, and y'all was to analyze those stats, what conclusion would y'all come to? Let me know and drop it below. See, this is what I'm talking about. You hate Bud, Jay. How do I hate Bud? How? Oh, you say just kidding. I was finna say, y'all see Bud up here? That boy Jesus walks in on this channel. Bud is Jesus walks over here, and y'all talking about I hate the man. I'm the one that brought you Bud walking on water. But I want y'all to check this out, right? Not that picture. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna pull it up. Cause I'm like, so I'm on X today, right? And this picture pop up with Big Turk, right? And I'm looking at it and I'm like, so because I thought that he was gonna get beat by Earl, I hate him? No. So if you think Bud gonna lose, you hate him. Basically. If you think Bud got any flaws, you hate him. If you point out Bud weak ass resume and how he's an opportunist, you hate him. No, this is just observations. That has none of that has anything to do with feeling. So I see this picture, right? And I'm like, damn, Turki got on the Canelo Crawford t-shirt. So I zoom in to the shirt. And the first thing I notice is, why does Crawford face look like that? Am I tripping? I mean, Canelo face don't look no better. But I want y'all to tell me what y'all notice. What y'all notice? What y'all notice? Because if I said I hate Bud. So I want y'all to look at this picture and tell me, what is it that y'all notice? Let me know and drop it below. Don't nobody notice nothing? Y'all make sure y'all punch that like button. What up, Robert? What up, Broken Dangerous? Ramon Seafood, J Will, Mr. Bono, Fly Frequency in the building. What Mexican in their right mind gonna go for Bud? Only black people do stuff like that. Only black people do stuff like what? Only black people don't pick things just because of race. Because I mean, you would think if you complained a lot about people doing things just because of race, you probably wouldn't do things just because of race because you have a problem with that. I don't know. But anyway, so y'all don't notice that in this picture, Canelo got the Ring magazine belt? Y'all don't notice that? Turki got this shirt on. He had it on today. I just seen a video of him walking in. I just seen a video of him on Ring Magazine X account of him walking in, showing up to the grand arrivals. And I'm like, why do they got Turki walking in, showing up to the grand arrivals? They got him in walking in. He walking in slow motion and everything. I'm like, you not fighting? Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. But I thought that was very interesting that in Turki's shirt that he's wearing, that he seems to be sending out some type of subliminal message or some type of code or something showing that in this shirt Canelo has the Ring magazine belt. Because I'm like do you have a bunch of these made? Are you gonna be selling them after the fight? Is this just a one-on-one? Like, who you just was like, hey, let me make me a shirt with these two fighters, but make this fighter have the championship belt. And then you just was like, yeah, let me get that. And then you walking around with that before the fight. It's just weird to me. I mean, you talk about Mexicans stay on code, but Crawford, the one that made the Mexicans for Crawford shirts. He didn't make merch to sell to his black fan base. He made merch to sell to his Mexican fan base. I mean, I ain't even got into that. Like, like you on here crying about Boots Ennis being on code and all this other stuff. But when it was time for you to drop merch to promote this fight, you drop merch for Crawford, Mexicans for Crawford merch. You did not drop merch to appeal to your quote unquote black fan base. And I'm not saying this because I don't like Terence. This is facts. So was he on code with that? Was that off code? Was what Terence Crawford did off code? And I wasn't even trying to talk about nothing like this tonight, but it's 2 cents after dark and y'all brought it up. Terence, when Earl Spence dropped his shirts, did he single out anybody? Did he do like Texans for Earl? Niggas for Earl? Black people for Earl? He didn't do none of that. He just dropped his merch, dropped his shirts. Whoever wanted to buy it, they wanted to buy it. But when you drop your merch, you drop it for Mexicans for Crawford with the Mexican colors and your logo and everything. So right there, I mean, if you're a Bud fan and you bought a Mexicans for Crawford shirt, put a 1 in the chat. I'm just curious if y'all bought one. If you bought one, put a 1 in the chat. Like, hey, I'm a fan. I'm just gonna support whatever he drop. I'm gonna drop it. Like, I'm just gonna support him and buy one. Because I'm an Earl fan. I bought a couple of Earl t-shirts, and they wasn't cheap. Popunda say that shirt going for $115 on the website, or is reselling? It got some resale value. I mean, y'all be sure to help support the channel by hitting the Cash App at $2 boxing, or leaving your 2 cents in a super chat in the comments. Make sure to punch that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Punch that like and subscribe button. Y'all hit that. Yeah, go ahead and punch it. Boom. So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it just be a lot of contradictory stuff going on. And then when you try to just point it out or point out the hypocrisy, you get called all kind of names and stuff, and you this and you that. Like, listen, but isolate all of y'all that be on here crying and snotting for Bud. He did not care nothing about y'all when he dropped his merch. It's not even, he's not even making it for you to buy. Y'all remember how back in the day, y'all used to wear Tommy Hilfiger? I don't know if y'all used to wear Tommy Hilfiger. We used to wear Tommy Hilfiger. They'd be like, Tommy Hilfiger said he don't even make his clothes for black people. He don't even want y'all wearing them. That's what Bud did with his merch. He ain't even make it for y'all. He don't even want y'all wearing it. He got the Mexican flag colors on it and everything. He don't even want y'all wearing it. But I digress. So back to Turki and this t-shirt. I'm just curious, is like there are a bunch of these made, or is this a one of one? Because in this t-shirt, it says Canelo versus Crawford, with Canelo clearly wearing the ring belt. Y'all see it right there. And that's the new one they just got made. You see how I got the bling and shining and everything. Shout out to Band Up with the $2 in the super chat. He says, am I allowed to drop a soup chat? Bud salute 2 cents. Shout out Band Up. So I got a couple people at the fight. You know, they say they're going to hit me up. Let me know how it's going. Send me some pictures and videos. We'll see if it go down. You know what I'm saying? I can't click on that, Pope Ponder. Don't tell me Bud is bootlicking after I put my money on him. What you mean, crucial content? So, I mean, I don't know if Turki trolling or he just trying to be funny. This is crazy. And why they faces look like that? This is just weird, right? I'm going to drop the link a little early. What y'all talking about? $115 shirt, $5 tickets. Let me click this link so I can put it up here. What y'all talking about? Let's see what y'all talking about. So I'm trying to dialogue with people about the fight earlier. We talking back and forth, you know. They won't even admit Bud got hit in the Madrimov fight. They won't even admit that he was getting hit with straight rights. And so somebody said, when I was talking, they was like, Bud told Sean Porter that basically he was getting hit so much because he just wanted to knock Madrimov out. Like he was trying to. Now, I'm just telling you, this is what I heard. I'm repeating something I heard, right? So I don't know how true it is. Y'all can fact check me, find the video, whatever. I'm just telling you the conversation. Basically, I'm just telling you the conversation I was having. I'm not even telling you what I heard. I was on over on Pool Counter Boxing. So Pool was saying that Sean Porter came out and said that Bud told him he wasn't worried about getting hit. He was just trying to stop Madrimov. That's why he was getting hit clean so much. Now, that's what he said, right? And so when I hear that, because I'm having a debate on the panel about Bud's defense, and I'm saying that Bud gets hit. He's not the most defensively responsible. He gets hit, right? And so he like, Bud don't get hit. And I'm like, he was getting hit in the Madrimov fight. He was like, he wasn't getting hit in the Madrimov fight. And Paul kind of was like, he was getting hit in the Madrimov fight. He told Sean Porter the reason why he was getting hit like that is because he was trying to get the knockout. He wasn't worried about it. So when you hear Terence Crawford one say he was trying to knock out Madrimov, and y'all see how that turned out. And then two say he wasn't worried about getting hit. He was just trying to get the knockout. Can you tell me if that sounds like somebody that's defensively responsible? Or am I tripping? And you always hearing people saying, well, one problem with Terence Crawford is once he get hit, he going to want to get his lick back. Is that somebody that's defensively responsible? If once you get hit, you're going to want to get your lick back and you're going to start getting all reckless. No, it's not. And that's okay. It's okay to admit that Terence Crawford get the tripping sometimes and be want to get his lick back or try to stop people. And that is a flaw that he has, which doing that shit against Canelo, you will end up getting knocked out because he has the power to stop you, to drop you. You're not the bigger man, allegedly. He's been fighting the bigger fighters, the 200-pound dudes. He's been fighting 200-pound people in the ring. You haven't. But what else I said? Oh, I was saying, Bud, he get hit to that body, it really affects him in the fight. I named 2 fights he was getting hit to the body. Well, no fighter like getting hit to the body. Of course, no fighter like getting hit to the body, but I'm watching Bud like he coming off his feet. Benavidez getting him off his feet with them body shots. Canelo get him to the body, that's gonna be crazy. That's all I'm saying. I'm just, because otherwise everybody just gonna be like, Bud finna walk on water. He finna just go beat Canelo. Like, y'all want everybody to have that same opinion. I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna be a good fight until it's not. That's what I think. Hopefully it's not boring. Hopefully we ain't just standing there fainting at each other. Hopefully it's not one of them fights. Either Bud gonna move around or he gonna go step to Canelo. That's what I think. Either he gonna move around or he finna step to Canelo. And I don't think stepping to Canelo will be a good idea, but then you got to think about it, right? I think I'm the baddest man on the planet. And ain't nobody ever stepped to Canelo like that. Like, you don't know how Canelo gonna respond if a fighter just stepped to him like, what's up? Right? Might catch him with something he don't see. We keep hearing that. Hold on, I had to plug up my computer. We might catch him with something he don't see. Like, you come out there, just swinging like you in a street fight. But who knows? But on some Hagler Hearn type, nah, Bud to be out of there trying to fight like that. I don't know, man. I can't wait to see the game plan him and Bomac have came up with. Like, I've been saying that this whole time. That's what I want to see. I want to see the game plan that Bomac him and his team of coaches have came up with. Because even people being like, he just got to go to the body. He just got to go to the body. It's like, it's risk with going to somebody's body. It's not like you just safe. That's a safer alternative. Like, yeah, you go to your body, get caught one of them uppercuts. Bow. Like y'all acting like Canelo not quick. Canelo not slow. You feel like Canelo not slow, y'all? And that left hook, and Bud's acceptable to a left hook. He drop his hands. Or he go to the body. I don't know. We'll see. Apparently everybody injured. Bud's shoulders injured. Canelo toe stomped. Like, I don't know what's going on. I really ain't really had too much time to kind of be all into that today. But it's crazy. I thought this was funny. People gonna be like, oh, you hate Bud. I don't know why they did Bud like this. I'm about to drop the link. Because like I told y'all, I'm not gonna be on here long. Hannibal, don't get timed out my chat. Here I go. There go the link. I think Vegas. I heard somebody say cash. I heard somebody say 63% of the bets is on Bud. Click the link, Cash. Let's chat. 63% of the bets are on Bud. So while we waiting on people to come up, I see a thing today saying that okay, y'all tell me if I'm tripping, right? The Teofimo Shakur, the Shakur Teo fight is a done deal that needs to be finalized or waiting to be finalized. So it's a done deal. What do you think when you hear done deal? But it needs to be finalized. So is it done if it needs to be finalized? Or am I overthinking it? Y'all know I be overthinking sometimes. But I be like, is it me or was that shit stupid they just said? It's a done deal, but it needs to be finalized. So then it's not a done deal. It still needs to be finalized. So now apparently Shakur Stevenson is going to go up to 140 pounds and have a fight with Teo, while Keyshawn Davis, like I feel like everybody was just like, finally they not in the same division, right? Finally Keyshawn and Shakur is not in the same division. Shakur can keep doing what he doing at 35, and Keyshawn can go do what he do at 40. Here comes Shakur coming to 40, fighting a champion. Like, God, leave. So Shakur is gonna be fighting Teo at 140, which I'm shocked because I definitely didn't think they was gonna fight each other. And my thing is, like, Teo, you've been doing all, like, Shakur Stevenson is your big payday. You've been waiting to fight. Like, you've been doing all this crying and ducking, and it ain't enough money and all this. But so Shakur Stevenson was your big payday. You've been waiting to fight. And Hannibal, if Shakur go up to 140. If Shakur go up to 140 and don't come back down, and now him and Keyshawn both is at 140, to me that just wouldn't make no sense. That just wouldn't make no sense. I mean, am I shocked Teo took the fight? I wouldn't use the word shocked. I just didn't think that Teo would fight him because Teo don't be wanting to fight nobody. I guess I am shocked they made. I'm shocked both of them made the fight for real. But I'm like Shakur, like, so now you're gonna have Keyshawn and Shakur both at 140, and y'all not gonna fight each other, but then y'all both gonna want to be champions. You say Abdullah, Keyshawn, and Shakur all gonna be in this. All three of Prince guys in one division. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know the agenda with that. I don't know how that's beneficial to have all your guys in one division. But Abdullah is at 135, right? He not about to go up to 40, I don't think. So I don't know. I mean, I'll watch the Shakur T.O. fight. I mean, I've heard people different opinions. I think Shakur beats T.O. My thing just be Shakur hands though. Like he was doing a lot of slapping in that Williams Zapata fight, I feel like. And I just don't know how long he's gonna keep getting away with that. And I mean, I know T.O. power hasn't like been the same at 40 since he's went up there, but I really don't even try to analyze T.O. and be like, oh, he got this and that, because you just never even know what T.O.'s about to do. Yes, he gets up for big fights, but when is the last time T.O. fought? And to me, he just haven't been in his right mind in a while. So I don't know. I really don't know what to expect from T.O. this fight. What y'all think? Let me know. Drop it below. Click the link. I feel like T.O. You know, T.O. got some terrible footwork for all that dancing he be doing. Every time you go on T.O. Instagram, he dances. But you can't cut off the ring. So I just think T.O. gonna be ran around the ring fighting Shakur. Unless he gets a better trainer for this fight, like he did for the Lomachenko fight. Depending on how serious T.O. take this fight, depends on how competitive it's gonna be. Otherwise, it's just gonna look like the Jermaine Ortiz fight. T.O. just running around looking like, come on, looking silly because he can't cut the ring off. You might say T.O. might be Shakur's toughest fight if he come to fight. I could see that. But he would have to come to fight. He would have to come like he came at Loma until Loma figured him out. And Shakur, I think, eventually would figure him out. But if he got... I really don't know. How can T.O. beat Shakur? Y'all let me know and drop it below. Weezy say it's going to be a feint off. That's what I'm saying. That's what I think. That's what I think. Just standing there fainting, waiting to counterpunch each other. But why didn't you fight T.O. when he was at 35? And I don't know. It's like, why are you going to 40? But I mean, I guess it's cool. Go up there, get you a belt and drop it and come back. So you went up and fought a champion. Good for your legacy, I guess. There go the link. Let me pin it to the top. He said, I don't know. That'll be a main event fight though. They would likely need to be a co-main. Yeah, they're probably gonna be on the undercard. I think the only time Shakur is probably gonna be a main event again is when he fight Tank. I don't know, but it was like Shakur was in the prime of his career. You get millions of views, and you main eventing, you fighting in your hometown, and then it's like, poof, all that's gone away. You fighting overseas, you fighting on undercards, you doing 300,000 globally. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Teo has the physical talent to beat Shakur, yet not the mental, psychological talent as well. A focused Teo is dangerous, but I still have Shakur winning. Man, I don't think we're going to get no focused Teo. I think that time is past. I don't know what's been going on with Teo. So for those of y'all, if y'all just getting here, this is Super Bud. He's an X-Man. I'm gonna have to like AI this to make him be in like a Superman costume or something. Hannibal. Who you talking about? Don't say Tank name. He ain't fighting anyone. Who you talking to? What are you thinking? What, them shirts sold out or something? Let me see. That's what I was trying to do. Go on here so I can click this link. Oh, they already selling them. Why are they $115? Once in a lifetime? What? Y'all know that picture of who is that? He be like, what? You think it's tripping. Y'all see it? Shirt 115. Hey, they sold out this joint. All they got is mediums and smalls left. But why do they got Canelo with the belt? And why is it barbed wire around the ring? Am I tripping or is this weird? I ain't even noticed the barbed wire. And it's the smoke. Yeah, it's barbed wire on the ropes, baby. Look at that. And then they look like skeletons and shit. Why they look like skeletons? And why Canelo got the ring belt? Like, what if Canelo lose? Huh? That's why the barbed wire there. I don't know why you. I'm telling y'all, Turkey about to turn TKO into Hunger Games. Look at the shirt. He got the barbed wire on the ropes. Shout out Tony Reviews on the panel. What up, Tony? What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
What's going on? How you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. I think they look like skulls because that's a part of Mexican heritage, like the Day of the Dead. So I think that's like a throwback to like sugar skulls and all that.
Okay. Well, what about the barbed wire on the ropes?
I don't know why the fuck there's barbed wire on the ropes. Like I can't explain that.
And what about Canelo with the ring belt?
Because he's the ring champion currently.
But that's the new ring belt.
Yeah, but I think it's just
with the
because
bling on it.
I don't think it's saying who wins loses. I just think it's because he's the current ring champion. Why he's got the belt. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I feel different. If the fix is in, I believe it's for Crawford. Yeah. Turki seems to be in love with this dude. He's going to his locker room every chance he gets, trying to touch his thighs like he does. And he told Crawford not to fuck it up.
Why you say
he,
that?
s-
When he
he
said the
said
job
no
not done?
retirement. He
I
told
just
him
I
no
just
retirement.
I don't know, man. It's just something about Turkey and black men. He just like grabbing their thighs. It's real weird.
No. Strange.
I'm not bullshit. Like you seen him sitting with AJ, hand on that thigh, wouldn't let it go.
I'm gonna have to mute you, Dave, for cracking up.
Oh
I
shit.
guess we're gonna go with that then, Tony. That he's the current ring champion.
Look,
It's just unnecessary though. You feel me? Because like if I buy this and Canelo lose, like you get what I'm saying? Like why do you have the belt? You don't need the belt on here.
I mean, I don't think Canelo's gonna lose. So I mean, I think the belt's on the right person.
I'm just saying though, we don't know that. Because apparently Tony, listen, I can't even have a conversation with people and just go kind of, a little banter back and forth, pointing out the fighter's different flaws. Because apparently Terence don't have any flaws.
I mean, he get hit so much.
They told me I just don't like him when I said that.
No, I mean, like
I hate Bud. That's what they tell me.
this is what I was looking at. I did this the other night, like just to give a statistical fact, right? Almost every single fighter that Canelo fights, they land under 20% of their punches. However, I went to the Beevil fight where Canelo, in my opinion, got dominated. Beevil threw over 700 punches and only landed around 150, which put him at a 21% land ratio in a fight that he dominated. Now, when I look at Crawford's best win, Errol Spence, he dominated him. And Errol Spence was landing 20% of his shots while getting dominated. So Crawford's defense is trash.
I agree.
Like if you beating the shit out of somebody, they shouldn't be hitting you. Yo, that's why Turkey went to that locker room right there.
What you say, muscles win fights, Tony?
I say that. Muscles do win fights, and gosh damn, here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want Bud to win, right? Even though I believe Canelo's gonna beat the shit out of him, I want Bud to win. But Bud buddies have made me want him to lose.
Yeah, just so they can shut up. Bud picks his back foot up and lunges when he jabs and throws power shots. He leans over in mid-range, squares up a lot, taking shots. I can go on. But you know what a lot of people don't be like? It's like when Bud gets in trouble, he starts to use his physicality and size, and he's able to overwhelm his opponents. It's not like he just in there like with this just masterful tactical boxing.
I agree with you. Like, I don't see this great IQ of Terence Crawford. Like, I don't see it. Like, he wins on physicality. It's not like an example of whenever I think IQ, we'll use Mayweather, right? Since these two guys are competing for the best of the era, let's go to the last best of the era, Mayweather. Mayweather literally gets in there, downloads your data, and then quits getting touched. Bud don't fight like that.
Nope.
And that to me, that is ring IQ. The ability to hit and not get hit, see what your opponent's doing and shut it down. Take away their offense. And I've never seen Bud do that. I've seen fighters that he beat, they still have their offense going. He's more physical. It's his physicality that wins.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like all the stuff y'all saying Bud gotta do, we've never seen him do it. I mean, it'd be amazing if he do. And I would feel like he kind of did us a disservice, but we'll see. Because they seem convinced. And this whole knocking out thing that keep coming up, I think that's a weird conversation to even be having.
If he knocks Canelo out, then I'm gonna just say snack, whatever they giving him, it works.
David, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show? David, you there?
All right, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
All right. See, the thing is this: people gotta realize Bud at 147 is different from what you see now. The only difference is Bud's ability to overwhelm people with his offense. That's the big difference. Bud is an offensive fighter. He's not defensive. If he was, he wouldn't be getting hit as much. And he got hit less when he was like, well, s- somewhat when he was at 147. This is not the same Bud that's about to get in that ring. People got to understand that they don't want to look at that. Look at how he fought against at 168, 150. How he fought, he didn't fight the same way he did at 147. He's completely changed. And he haven't got under those hot lights and felt that heat in that ring to break that body in. He hasn't. Not at that higher weight class. And he's not that fast anymore. He's slower. And he can hit a whole lot more than he was before. And he in the ring with a guy who hits you everywhere. You don't hear Hunt. He ain't just throwing body shots. He hits you everywhere. Arms, legs, thighs, elbows, forearms, shoulders. Like I was saying, by the eighth round, by the sixth or seventh round, you'll see how the fight is about to go between them. According to who has gotten more physical, and I say more physical, not from pushing and whatever going back and forth. I'm talking about who was more physical far as like hitting the body, whose body it starts to wear down. And I say body, I mean thighs, legs, arms. Plus, Bud is carrying more weight and he has a muscle frame now, more muscle mass. And those muscles need oxygen in order to function properly. And he get to the point where he's like, because he haven't been in that situation with that body, fighting in that situation, you know what I mean, in the phone booth, where I believe the fight going to mostly take place is in the phone booth. Bud not going to do like Shakur. He's been doing it so long, his muscle memory is already shot for fighting in the box, and that's what he's been doing the last couple fights is trying to fight in the box more. He's fighting in the box more. You know what I mean? He's not doing much. He might switch it every once in a while. You know what I mean? To try to change the pace. You know what I mean? But it's the same thing. That's just how it is. How he's going to be. How the fight going to go. You
All
know what
right,
I mean?
Cash Crypto say Bud got 6 rounds to do this magical thing his fanatics be talking about. After that, it'll get ugly. But you know what I heard, Cash Crypto? I heard people say after 6 rounds, Canelo gonna be gassed out, and that's when Bud gonna mash the gas on Canelo and beat the brakes off of him. That's what I heard. But let's take a look at some of these odds. Let's take a look at some of these odds. You betting on the fight, Tony?
You can't bet in Georgia. If you could, I'd be a millionaire.
What you mean you can't bet in Georgia? You better get you a VPN, right?
I wouldn't be able to cash it out
Why you think that?
because you can't bet in Georgia.
What you mean? They're gonna pay it to your little app and you put it in your bank.
Shit.
I'm telling you, you can't bet in Georgia. Like legit, like you bet in Georgia, that's a federal
You can
offense.
bet with Bitcoin, right?
No, you can't bet. Period on sports.
Oh.
Yeah, they it's like up here is legal. They got
Yeah, in Georgia,
casinos up
it's
more now.
illegal. I wish I could bet on sports.
I know it's only one site I could bet on in Texas. I don't think it's illegal though, but you can't use a lot of them betting sites here.
But I
But
know.
if
Go ahead,
anybody's
John.
getting knocked out, it's going to be Crawford. Period. He ain't knocking out Canelo. He ain't had no power at 154.
Exactly.
And then he said he did you hear was you hear when I said what Sean Porter what I heard what somebody told me Sean Porter said?
Nuh-uh.
They said now I was having a conversation with somebody and this is what they said. I'm not saying it, but they said that Sean Porter said that the reason why Crawford was getting hit like that in the Madrimov fight was because he was trying to knock out Madrimov.
He get hit in every fight. Like, I'll give you a prime example, right? The only fight I've ever seen Crawford, and I looked up the CompuBox earlier, but the only fight I've ever seen him fight off the back foot, use the jab, use the angle, stay away, was against Postile. And in the Postile fight, Postile still landed 34% of his punches. And that was with a defensively sound, staying on the back foot, not trading in the pocket, Crawford. If we go to CompuBox, there's not one fight where he don't get hit a lot.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, even against Porter, there was rounds where Porter was landing over 30% of his shots. If Canelo, bruh, if there's one round Canelo lands 30% of his shots, Crawford's going nighty-night.
I don't know, man. They saying Canelo just stomped his toe.
Oh man, Canelo got that defense. He practices defense a lot. That's one of his main points, you know. And he can evade punches. He not afraid to bob and weave. You know what I mean? Pivot and move around and keep that head moving. Keep off that center line. You know? He so I don't think Bud's gonna hit him like that. I don't know why people think they're in the reverse positions. You know what I mean? They're acting like Cinnamon is the guy who is 38, 39 years old or whatever. You know what I mean? And they acting like Bud is 35. But the roles are reversed. You know what I mean? It's not the way they seeing it. You know what I mean? Cinnamon, he can
And
go the distance.
I'm looking at these odds and it's looking like they not even if y'all put some money on some knockouts, y'all gonna get paid because they ain't expecting no knockouts, judging by these odds.
Shit.
Not even no knockdowns. Look,
I'm just letting it be known because of the Bud Buddies. If Canelo knocks this dude out in the first round, I'm doing a post-fight video and I'm just going to laugh for like 5 minutes.
The first round, let's see what that's looking like.
I'm just saying, I don't think it would happen, but I'm just saying in a hypothetical world, if Bud gets knocked out in the first round, I'm doing a video and I'm just going to be laughing for 5 minutes on loop.
Okay, look.
That's all my videos
Method of victory. Terence Crawford by KO, TKO, or DQ is plus 950. So for every $100 you bet, you get 950. Somebody told me they dropped 10 bands on Terence Crawford knocking out Canelo.
No specification of what round either.
10 bands. That's a lot of money. I don't know if I will make that bet.
Shit.
I don't understand where. So
the drop 1,400.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't want to resume shame, right? And I don't believe resumes are the end all be all, but Canelo has fought elites when they were at their best. Most of the elites that Crawford has beat, they've been on the come down. Like Gamboa was inactive for like over a year because he was dealing with that promotional bullshit before he fought Crawford. That to me was his biggest win outside of Spence. Spence done been in 3 car wrecks, damn near got knocked out by Ugas, was out of the ring for over a year trying to get Bud in the ring. And then I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to take away from Crawford because I had Crawford my number 1 pound for pound for years. But when I look at the quality of competition between Canelo and Bud, they're not even comparable.
I mean, but maybe he's catching Canelo on his end. Shout out to Band Up and Boxing Hacker.
Salute to that. Salute.
Man, what it do, Nico Slick? Salute to the
What's up?
platform. Salute to the chat.
Boxing Hacker, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
I hear a lot of cap.
Hey,
I don't
Boxing
know.
Hacker, do you see I made you a star? Did you see I made you a star? You went viral today.
I went viral today.
Yeah.
Oh, he don't even know. He ain't even hit.
I ain't hip to it. Yeah, I ain't hip to it.
Okay, go ahead. What you got?
Yeah, you gotta tell me about it, man. Yeah, I mean, I hear a lot of cap, as always. Crawford's about to whip Canelo. I don't care what Tony's talking about. Because Tony's like, oh, if he loses, what happens if Bud wins the fight? What you gonna do then, Tony? I hope you're gonna salute him and call him one of the best. For this fight, I think stylistically this fight is good for Bud. Like, I think stylistically it favors Bud more than it favors Canelo. I understand Canelo is a bigger man. He's been in bigger fights. I don't know. I can't say he's fought everybody he's fought at their best. I don't think that's actually true. There's a lot of fighters he didn't fight at their best. So yeah, but he has been in bigger fights. However, when you just look at like skill for skill, I just think that Bud poses more of a threat to Canelo. Like the only reason people are even picking Canelo as much as they are is mainly because of the size. Mainly of the size, not really about skill for skill. And if Bud's a strong person, I think people are sort of like, I don't know how to say they sort of underestimate Bud. Bud's very strong. He's very durable too. People act like as soon as Canelo hits him, he's gonna like pass out or die or something in the ring. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think that Bud's gonna show up and he's gonna show some expert boxing skills and just win that fight. So yeah, that's why I stand on that. But yeah, salute to you. How'd that go viral? Tell me about it.
Band Up, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Oh, I'm with. You know what I mean. You know what I'm with. I'm with all that. I'm with all that buzz smoke, all that talk. We here close to the fight. Another day down. You know what I mean. Another day closer. Can't wait for this shit to go down so I can hear everybody eat their motherfucking words. All these damn platforms talking smack about my guy. That's crazy. And then some of them just be outright just one-sided. I don't see it as one-sided shit because I can sit here and make arguments for both what I can see, and not a lot of people can do that. But you know what I mean. You guys gonna keep doing it. It is what it is. You know what I mean. He gonna prove everybody wrong, and then we just gonna have to see. Well, I just really want to know what everybody gonna say on Sunday when he take this dub, and how they gonna try to recant. How they gonna try to fix what they were saying, and how they gonna be all pro Crawford then into the next one, and then it's gonna restart all over again. But hey, that picture is out of pocket. Whoever did that is out of pocket. His abs don't even look like that. Nothing like that. They out of pocket. Hey, but that's how. Hey, Manager Marty be saying snack so much. That's what it looked like when the snack. If snack was actually all this shit that people hype it up to be, because they swear you take a snack product, you gonna end up just like that.
That shit funny. I think that somebody posted this on X.
That's what Canelo's gonna see. Don't worry.
All I'm gonna say in response.
Go ahead, Tony.
The 14th, talking about a dub. The only dub that you're gonna see is doves flying over the career of the dead Crawford's career. They're gonna be flying them doves for him. R.I.P.
I mean, Tony, what you gonna say if he wins, though? I want to hear that. You said
I already said
if
Crawford can do this. If he can do this, he's a top 10 ATG. No argument.
Okay,
man, he's supposed.
Hell no, he ain't no top. He ain't no ATG because you.
He is an ATG.
All day long.
He is an ATG.
You hear that?
Tony, salute to
You
that.
do not be an all-time great because you.
Yes, he would.
He's
he
doing
one
something.
Fighter.
He's because of the 42 fighters he beat.
No. He's doing something that it's so rare in boxing that it's only maybe been done once or twice in the history of boxing. He's going up 2 weight classes to fight the elite of the division. If he can pull this off, he's
you got a mute Band Up.
I mean, you're a 3-division undisputed champion, and you went up 2 weight classes to beat the number 1 guy. Like, you're ATG, period.
Salute to that. I like that.
but he's not gonna beat him. He's
That's
going.
fine.
Look,
I can believe that.
all
It's
that's
okay.
gonna happen is let me
That's
tell you.
happening in a couple of
I
days. I can't
definitely
I
wait.
already
disagree
gonna
with
tell
the
you. 2
all-time
cents is gonna be
great.
the excuse.
I don't
All
even
these
know.
dudes-
It's not even
it's
enough
okay.
competition for him to fight at this point, in my opinion, to be no all-time great in this
2
era.
cents. All of them talking all this shit, they're gonna be running backwards on their words, and they be like,
Nah,
he was
never
just daring
that.
to be great. He
Yeah.
was too
Nah, never
small.
that. I
Yeah.
He
mean,
should have taken the fight. He just wanted to be
Yeah.
great. It ain't got nothing to do with that. This
I mean,
dude about to
Crawford's already great.
war.
I mean, he's not daring to
He's
be a
Man,
about
great
to
fighter.
get fucked up.
it
He's
don't
already
matter to
great.
me. Never mind this. The Omaha
He's just gonna be
buckwheat
greater,
win or
if he
lose.
wins. He's
I'm
already a great
telling you.
Just
fighter.
as
He's gonna
long
stay
as he
I-
Like
know
he
he
never
gotta
even
have
had
his
no
tomato
undisputed
soup.
run. He ain't run through champions. And he
Oh
wasn't
my
running through
God, he ain't
champions.
No,
did
he
this. He
didn't.
ain't did that. He ain't did this.
That's
What the
right.
hell has the man done?
He
Because
haven't defeat. He
I mean,
haven't
all this, he ain't
defended.
did this. But look
He
at the
haven't
position he's
defended
in.
his
That's crazy.
championship not once.
Yeah, I know you're gonna do that every time somebody say something positive about Crawford, but it's good. We all know what it is. Like I
I'm
said,
gonna make this.
he's not great. He's not all this shit. But you got a nigga that's top pound for pound in there bringing in Boots Ennis to spar with the nigga and probably got beat up by Boots Ennis. So I don't really understand what the hell you thought was gonna do that. You know what I mean? Because Bud's gonna whoop your ass next if Boots was just in there whooping your ass. So you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
The amount of cap
Yo,
is
this shit.
insane. Like, first off and foremost, Boots has done less than Crawford. The idea that you think he was beating the shit out of Canelo when Canelo's now brought him into 2 different camps out of Boots' mouth is just ridiculous. Number 2, I'm telling y'all right now, this is my prediction. If in the first 3 rounds you see Canelo get hit by Terence and doesn't take a back step and keeps coming forward, if he can cut off the ring and trap Crawford within the first 3 rounds, you see that, the fight's over. You might as well turn off your TV because you're going to be crying in a couple of rounds. So the first 3
What you
rounds is
mean?
going to
Bud
tell you
gonna
how
keep
this
him
going to
in the
play out.
center of the ring. He not gonna be able to get Bud on the ropes.
That motherfucker going to be on the back foot from round 1.
That's not what they saying, Tony.
That
They saying
Bomac said
All right,
today,
we'll see.
hit and don't be hit.
Tony swear. Listen. You just
Pressure bust
underestimating Bud,
pipes.
man. Listen,
Pressure
man. Bud,
bust
If
got
Mean
pipes.
Machine can drop
All
you
right.
from you trading in the pocket, what you think Canelo's gonna do when he
Okay.
catches you?
All right. We'll see.
Did Arrow do that?
Bro, EJ didn't do that. No, he didn't do that. But we'll see. Like I said, I think.
Earl had to
And
do
they love bringing up Earl. First of all,
You guys love bringing up
Earl
Mean
got to
Machine.
do?
You guys love
What
bringing
got
up
Earl
punk ass
doing with
Gamboa.
this?
Here's
The
the
list can
problem.
go
What
on.
Earl
I
got
mean,
to do with
you guys
this?
keep saying that Arrow. You guys
Earl
keep
ain't
saying
got
he's
shit
bringing
to
up
do with
Arrow,
this, man.
but
Here's the
hold
problem.
on. But you guys will
Cut
hold
it
that
out,
against the
man.
man if he
Cut
had
it
lost
out.
to Arrow. That's the
Your
crazy
boy
thing, bro.
haven't defended not one of his
The
undisputed
problem
That's
titles,
is
not
wild.
once,
Band
and
up. Here's
ran
the
out of
problem.
division
Hold on,
of
David.
each one he gained it in.
Here's
Cut
the
it out,
problem, though.
man.
Here's your flaw. Here's the fallacy in what you're saying, Band Up. EJ is no comparison to Canelo. He's not even close to Canelo. So
How do you know
what
that?
Crawford did to EJ is irrelevant because Canelo is head and toes above EJ. Whenever they was talking about EJ fighting Canelo, I said the same shit. This is dumb as fuck. EJ about to get beat the fuck up.
Bro, you can't
But
sit
then how
here.
is Mean
No,
Machine?
what
That
I'm
would
getting
have
at
been a
is
good ass fight.
the same
Okay,
sentiments, the
he's
same
Mean
keys to
Machine,
victory
right?
that you guys are
How is
saying
that compared to
that you
Canelo
guys said
winning?
Arrow needed to do. That did not fucking happen. You guys are saying the same shit you guys are saying for Canelo. Same exact thing. You guys are saying the keys to victory, and the shit don't work. So I don't understand what the hell you guys thinking is gonna work
What
this
don't
time.
work? What don't work, Band Up?
The same keys to victory that you guys are
And
saying
what
to
is
beat
that?
Crawford, because
What
obviously the
keys?
nigga's
And what is that?
undefeated, so it's not gonna work.
What's the
Yeah,
keys
what
to
are the
victory?
keys to victory to beat Crawford? I want
What's
to
the
hear
keys
that.
to victory, Band Up?
Oh, he gotta put his high guard up and come straight for him. You can't let Bud get. You guys said the same shit about EJ. The
What
whole
I
said
same
that?
shit. That's
who
crazy.
said that?
Tony,
Say it
You said
again.
what are
what?
the keys to
Who
victory
said
to,
that?
I ain't say that. Who
Since
said
when does
that?
Canelo beat
EJ fight
You
with
Crawford?
a
gotta
high
step
guard?
to him and all this other shit.
Since
That's
when does
crazy.
LJ fight? Since when does Earl fight with a high guard?
Hey, people were saying it.
Well, nobody
Who?
said that shit.
Who? Hold on,
He
hold on,
ain't say
hold on.
that.
2 cents. I
On the
love when you say
panel.
this. Hold on, 2 cents. I love when you say this. Just because they're not up here, don't mean they didn't say it. Jason and Greg, somebody you follow, has said that shit multiple times. So when I'm talking about it, I'm talking about everybody that keeps saying the same shit. The same keys to victory I'm hearing. It's the same thing you guys are pretty much saying about Canelo. It's not gonna fucking work, bro.
Shout out to Jupe on the panel. What up, Jupe? What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all up late.
This 2 cents after dark.
Okay, I love it. I like it. I don't have much to say. I'm hearing all sides of the argument. I mean, I'm rooting for Bud. I'm team Bud. I pray everything that Bud, like the rest of the Bud fans are saying they want to do, I'm praying he do. Like I really do. I do see like there are some similarities. So for the people who are saying like using EJ as a marker, there are some similarities between EJ and Bud to an extent, but I think that actually EJ actually had better feet. But the difference is that so there's like a couple weeks ago, I don't even remember. I think I was on your show, and I think I was saying how like the most interesting thing about this fight is how both teams are opportunists, and everyone got mad at me. Everybody got mad at me. But it's true, and that's part of it. It's not just we have to consider the styles, but we also got to consider when they're fighting them, right? And so I get the EJ thing, like Canelo and EJ had some similarities, not a lot. They don't fight exactly the same way. EJ is very technical, jab first, jab your way in, relentless pressure, but I do think he can move his feet a little bit more. He has educated feet, not necessarily like he don't do any of the fancy, smashy stuff. And Canelo cannot move his feet, but he's more dynamic and fancy with his upper body movement, and very quick and powerful. And he has a good read on like when you're gonna throw punches to counter. I just think that the difference with the EJ thing is that it's just EJ. It's like you want to in order to give an accurate breakdown, you have to be realistic. But when you be realistic, then they're going to say, oh, you're making excuses. We got to be real. EJ at the time was a little, like we saw when he fought with Ugas. That Ugas fight concerned me immediately, right? Mm-hmm. I just don't think the reflexes from that point, that EJ to Sean Porter or even Brooks was just a little different. So, but I mean, it could be similar, right? Because I don't know, Canelo's aging, right? So I just don't know if that's I see why they're using it as a marker, but I don't know if that's the best marker, right? You know what I'm saying? Because like, I don't think I think Ugas is good, but that moment the moments that happened in that fight would not have happened a couple years previous. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like that, and even with all of that, even just
he looked good against Ugas though.
Even just the day of the fight though, even
like no, and get what I'm saying. I'm not saying he didn't look good against Ugas. He did, but like
he looked great against.
Honestly, no, he didn't look great. No, he did not. Let's not put too much.
Ugas' eye bleed for a week.
But he got hit a lot. He was struggling.
The fight before that, Ugas beat Manny Pacquiao. The worst that anybody
we're not talking about Ugas nice but we're not talking about Ugas and Manny Pacquiao.
But Ugas was nice.
We're also the other fighter. It has nothing to do with Manny Pacquiao. We're assessing spins from point A to point B. So like to stay focused. We're assessing Spencer's performances. Before that, I remember he's going to fight Danny. He came back. I was nervous because I'm like, I don't think he's ready. Now Spence is so good, and Spence said, I told myself, and this tells you where he was at. He said, if even at me at 60-70% should be. He said, I feel like my skill is that good that I should be able to beat him, even if I'm at 60-70%. He's telling you. Even if I'm at 60-70%, I should be able to beat Danny. That's why I took the fight. He knew he wasn't. You see what I'm saying? Like, right. So what I'm comparing is I've seen all Spence fights. I was a Spence fan. I've seen all Buzz fights, and that's why the Madrimov fight, I can say, the speed look a little different. I'm just saying that it was a difference, and we can lie to ourselves. And I get it. Bud gets full credit. I'm not. But I'm just trying to, in order to like fully assess this for Bud, I'm trying to be realistic. And if we want to act like the Spence he fought was the same Spence we saw break down Kell Brook, like we're lying to ourselves. I just don't want to, I'm just trying to be honest. So I do.
Do that.
Spence fight can prepare Bud for Canelo because they have some similarities, but now we just have to consider, okay, is he going to be like, can you take these punches? Is your speed going to be? I've never seen Bud compete at 168. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying
it's a lot to add. It's a lot of
us to get our hopes up too high because of the Spence fight. I'm gonna make it simpler. Yeah, I don't want us to get it because he dismantled Spence. I get it. I just don't want to use that and get our hopes up too high off of that. And I'm gonna go ahead.
They should also be using the Madrimov fight because you feel what I'm saying? Like that's why y'all going all the way back to 47?
But
Why y'all not using his fight at 54?
I mean, I can get into that fight too. I was there live in the event.
Here's the thing about these fights you all keep mentioning. You also have to consider the opponent, right? It's not just like just because the fighter is good doesn't mean he's gonna be invincible against all opponents. Like Madrimov fought well against in that Madrimov looked. It wasn't that Bud looked bad against Madrimov. It's that Madrimov also looked good in the fight.
And that's what y'all do. No.
Madrimov
looked good. That's what y'all do. That's what y'all do.
Bud didn't look slow. I thought that was a really good fight. And I think Bud demonstrated a lot of skills because Madrimov showed up in that fight. I feel like Madrimov showed up.
But the thing about it is, hey, backtracker. Thing about it is, nope. Everybody want to say that about Madrimov, but I would dare anybody to show me another video where Madrimov fought with that style. Please, show me a bit before or after.
What does that matter? Why do y'all keep saying
that? That had nothing to do with it.
It had nothing to do with it. Okay.
Good. And also,
it's all about
everything else how Bud.
It's all about how Bud performed.
Yeah,
it's all about how Bud performed.
Is it not a dance? Is it not a dance?
Bud was the Bud y'all talking about at this weight class. He should have been invincible against Magnumov. Magnumov ass should have been taking a dirt nap.
One thing Coach
Seriously.
always said.
Hold on. Sis, what you got for the show?
Peace, man. I'm just enjoying y'all enjoying the banter. You know, I'm just over here at the crib real quick, just packing my bags. I'm about to be out here. I'm on my way to Vegas.
Hey, Blaze, email me some pictures and some videos when you get out there.
Yeah, bet.
Or DM me at 2 Cents Boxing.
Yeah.
So you got to give me the exclusive. So hit me up at 2 Cents Boxing and DM me some pics and some videos when you head out there.
Okay,
man, you should have the other day, man. He was out there getting booed and everything. Crawford needed some fans out there today.
Nah, look, he's the heel. He's Clubber Laid. He Clubber Laid for Rocky 3 right now. Nah, he wearing all black. But you feel me? Canelo wearing all white knight with his horse. Yeah, listen, this is epic. This is a mythological tale. You know, as far as how they producing this fight, but that's that WWE shit. Like, listen, this joint is a real event and it's international. See, we ain't seen no international bouts. This is a real legitimate international. This is like some Street Fighter shit. You feel me? He's really representing Guadalajara, Mexico. I got much respect to my brown brothers in solidarity. I'm just talking about as far as just, you know, how they produce, how the production, when we're talking about them guys being in the best shape, them guys being the best fighters since they've been fighting. You know, Bud was the best at 147. He tuned up at 154. You feel me? We don't know what he looks like at 168. You feel me? He looked up to me. So, and he got a 6-inch reach advantage, and he looked like he's taller than Canelo. We're going to see it the weigh-in. If it is with they barefooted.
I mean,
you feel
people,
me?
isn't
Looking
Canelo
at each other.
fighting people with long arm reaches longer than his?
Not Bud with that type of accuracy if he catch you. You feel me?
Also,
a Bud.
Bud looked better against Madrimov than Canelo did against William Skull. If we're going to compare
bullshit.
The last fight.
I mean, I don't even know why we even compare these fights. This is not the same fight. See, the thing is, hold on, let me let my plane real quick right here. I'm gonna let my plane and get up out of here. The thing, hold on, real quick, hold up. Real quick, I just got one thing to say. The thing with this is, we don't know what Bud looks like at 168. So everybody want to talk about his fight at 154. We don't even want to talk about Skull. We don't want to talk about none of that. We want to talk about what these guys are about to do Saturday at 168 because we don't know what that looks like. And I'm laying my plane right there. We're going to see it, though.
I know what it looks like. Bud winning that shit.
Yeah, I got Bud.
This is what I'm gonna tell you. William Skull had double the amount of professional fights as Israel Masvidal. First off,
I didn't say.
Second off, hold on, I'm talking.
He ran.
Second off, whenever Canelo came out of that fight, he didn't even look like he'd been in a fight because William Skull didn't come to win. He didn't throw with no meaning. He didn't try to hurt Canelo at all. He didn't want to win. I didn't try to win. Furthermore, Israel Masvidal had your boy Bud lumped up.
That's still not my argument. I said that Bud looked better against Madrigal.
No, he didn't. Walking out of a fight.
Yes, he did, dude. Come on.
No, listen to me, boxing hacker.
You're just talking about
listen to me.
Fight.
Listen to me, boxing hacker, and then you can make your argument because I was talking. Here's the fact of the matter. When you walk out of a fight and you made a dude run for his life the entire fight and you don't have a scratch on you, that's a better look than getting in there with a dude with only 11 fights and being lumped the fuck up by the end of the fight. Where a lot of fans,
that's an easier look. Last I checked, Bud Williams got a title. Last I checked, hold on. Last I checked, Bud won a unanimous decision and won a title at 154.
You feel me?
Wait, what did you say, Blaze?
School didn't have nothing. What are we talking about here? Like he didn't engage. School didn't engage.
Stop talking so we can hear him.
School didn't engage in a fight for undisputed. He got his turn at undisputed and he ran. What are we talking about? 54 landed punches and he ran. Get up out of here. Miss me with that. You didn't put nothing on a line.
Okay,
for that type of legacy. I don't want to hear none of that nonsense.
You're saying
a boxer doesn't engage. I'm glad he didn't engage. That's why there ain't no excuse. That's why there ain't no excuse because that one talking about he had a tough fight before we had to fight Bud earlier.
Please, you're wrong. You're wrong about Skull. Skull won his title just like Israel did. They both won vacated titles. Skull won the IBF belt in a vacated match, just like fucking Israel won a vacated title when Charlo dropped his belt. So you're wrong.
Hey yo, Tony Reviews. Tony Reviews.
Last I checked, Canelo was undisputed and he was a vacated belt. He had a belt that the Alphabet Boys vacated. But it was Canelo's belt. What are we talking about? They got vacated, right?
Hey, Tony Reviews. Hold on, Blaze.
What was IBF champion?
Yeah, Bud Skull's a champion.
Hey, you said you was lumped up though?
How'd he get the belt though?
The same way Israel got the belt. The belt from Canelo.
Canelo's belt.
Canelo got stripped of the IBF. What are you talking about?
It was his belt. He won. He had all the belts, right? So look. Here's how I look at it. I don't care what they did. Listen to me. I know. Listen, check this out. I'm following you, but you're not hearing me. You're in with the technical stuff.
Tony was Canelo able to put off?
He got stripped of the title. He had to fight to get his title. He was vacated of, right? Hold up.
William Skull was the defending IBF champion when he fought.
Who did he get the belt from?
He got it in a vacated title match.
Who had the belt before? Who was the belt vacated from?
Canelo. Blaze, how did Israel Masvidal get a belt? Who did he beat for the title?
Jermell disappeared after he fought Canelo.
So he got it the same way as William Skull.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing because Canelo's reigning 168 and they took his belt and he went and had an exhibition to get it back. Man,
no, you're wrong. They took Canelo's belt.
You're gonna see on Saturday.
They stripped Canelo because he did not fight Skull, who was his mandatory. Skull then fought for the belt that he was already supposed to fight for, won his match, and got the IBF title. Canelo then spun the block and won the belt back.
Therefore,
you don't know what you're talking about.
Undisputed champion. Right.
And nobody even
Hey, yo, hold on. But Tony Reviews, you got to quit this lying out, bro. Look, hey, right here, live and live in color, bro. You said Bud's face was what? Where's the lumps at? Because this is the fight. Look at Israel. Look at Israel.
Are you fucking serious?
Which one? Which one?
Right eye. Look at his right eye. You can see it right here.
No, but you said he was lumped the fuck up. This don't look lumped the fuck up. This does. That does compared to that. And you want to tell me Bud was lumped up?
You can't listen to what
you're going to compare white.
His right eye was lumped up. He got into a fight. He got into a real fight. Canelo just fought a fake fight.
Oh man, he looks messed
up. A fake fight.
Yeah, he was lumped up.
That's a real fight.
Bud looked like he could take a prom picture in that damn video, man.
Bud fought somebody who wanted to engage that night. You feel me? What are we talking about here? Them was
Yeah, and
CompuBox lows
Canelo.
last I
You,
checked.
you
Them
know you know why
Canelo
Israel
was
wanted to
Canelo's
engage.
phone was
strong.
CompuBox lows
Everybody
last I
said
You,
that.
you
checked.
know why
And y'all
Israel
don't
Canelo
believe
wanted
was
to
in
able to cross
engage?
CompuBox.
the ring
Because
against
he
Y'all don't
didn't
believe
feel
in
no power
CompuBox.
from Crawford, so he thought he
One thing
could
for
beat him.
YouTube is we
Hey,
can
you
count
Crawford
the
can
wanted
punches
to
you can
fight.
ourselves. We
I
can slow it
guarantee
down and
that
count all the
I
punches
guarantee
ourselves.
that big ass braze at the bottom of his damn at the top of his damn cheek felt that.
Man, listen. It's going down. It's a real fight. That's why I love it. It's like what we 3 days
Yeah,
away.
it's
Oh, we
gonna be a
can't
good
wait.
fight, man.
So we all gonna have to stop talking and we're gonna all see who's who.
We're gonna see. All right.
It's gonna
People, I
be
just think
hilarious.
people don't see what Crawford really is, man. That dude's a monster, man.
Damn, I guess I don't go
Mm.
shopping to the market on Saturday.
Hey,
Gotta
2
be
Cents,
home
put
to
up the picture,
watch this
please.
bullshit.
Yeah, Crawford's a damn monster, bro. Well, you'll see.
Crawford's coming to fight, man. That's what they don't get. They think he gonna run. They're sadly mistaken.
Hey, y'all got y'all shrine to Crawford
He's gonna
for
punch
the
him off
corner
that
of
back
your
foot.
house?
He's gonna back up and punch him.
David, you
Don't
have your
forget to
shrine
put
paint?
y'all
You know what I mean?
shrine up.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
forget to
I'm gonna
put
put my.
y'all
I already
shrine up.
got my shrine up, man. I tell you all the time. Just said laugh every time I say it. I believe in Bud more than white Jesus.
There's
Listen,
nothing
man, I'll
wrong
be
with
out there. I'm going on my pilgrimage, man, to see him live and in action. You feel me? Real talk. Like, listen, this is when
Oh
you get to
man.
win. If he do it, we break history. That's what it's like. Yo, I don't believe in that. The legends do history. History breaking stuff. Legendary. There's nothing you can say. There can be all excuses on one side, but he
I'll put
solidifies
it like
himself.
this.
He's listen. He'll be
How
three
many
division
fights?
undisputed over 5 divisions.
How many
Damn.
fights? How many
Like he
fights
does that
Cinnamon got
140
with
to 168.
how many fights Cinnamon got with Turkey?
Man, I don't know. But what I
He
do
got
know,
I
like
think
what?
that
He got like about 4 fights or something
he
like
got
that.
he
Yeah,
had a
but it's
three
all
fight
gonna
deal.
take the end
Well,
result, though.
either way, there's going to be another one of these fights, but over in Riyadh season. Y'all know
Yeah,
that
yeah,
though,
yeah.
right?
He's
man,
gonna
You
see
know
listen.
they're
Oscar
going to
Bud.
have two. They may even have
Bonafide,
three. Because
If Bud wins, Bonafide
Oscar
boots in
said that a
Riyadh.
couple months ago
In Saudi.
on this
Listen, I'm trying to tell
clapback
you
Thursday. He
at
said that
168.
they was plotting their trilogy fight over over dinner when they were sitting at the table with Turkey
You
playing
talking about
footsie
Bud
under the
and
table.
Canelo having a trilogy? They not about to have no damn
It's
trilogy.
possible.
No,
It's
yo,
a really
that's
good
what
Hey,
fight.
Oscar
look,
said. That's what Oscar
they gotta
said
have a rematch
on
first. They
this
gotta have a
Yeah,
clapback
rematch
it
Thursday.
first.
depends. It depends how the fight
They gotta
goes.
have a
If the fight turns
rematch
out to be
first.
really good,
So y'all
it
put
could
y'all
turn
money on
into
a
a
draw
rematch.
is plus 1400.
I'm not putting my money on nothing. I'm just going to watch.
It
I
could be a
put
draw
my
They're gonna
too.
be
yo,
crying
it
because they blew
probably
their
end up
mortgage.
being a draw.
That's why them cats is
Watch.
gonna be crying.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
I feel
be
They
like
some
chilling.
bullshit. It's
it
gonna
might
be
be a
some
Yep,
draw. I
that's what
think
I
it
bullshit.
think.
might be
Chilling.
a draw.
It's gonna
That's
be
what I
some
think.
bullshit.
I can actually see a draw because if Canelo's losing, they might just edge it to a draw. You know how Canelo's scorecards
Man,
go.
You know
listen,
they
man, there's too much controversy involved. I
It,
would never put my
it'll
money
be
on
like
any of this. I
Canelo
want to touch
versus
this with a
Triple
10-foot
G
pole.
part one.
There's
because
too much on the line.
they're going to take that fight to Viet season. Come on,
Hey man,
they're
ain't
going
nothing
to
wrong
take
with
the sequel straight overseas,
that. Ain't
and
nothing
Well,
that's
wrong
when
with
we're
that.
going to see it.
this
Ain't
is the
no,
thing that I thought was
Nah,
so
they got third
interesting is
gate. They got third gate in Vegas. No, I don't know why they would. They better do it in Vegas again. What are we talking about?
third
That don't
largest
even
gate.
make
Did you hear that,
Nah,
sense
2 Cent?
in
Third
history.
come
largest
on.
gate.
Them
I didn't even want
boyos
to come up
won't
here and
want to
talk
see
about
that
But
Vegas
fight.
because
nobody wanted
them
to
All
see
guys
this
are
It
that,
fight.
all
slow.
should
that
You
be.
talk
say
about
that
It
it
empty.
should
wasn't
be a
doing
large.
that.
Listen. Y'all keep
Nobody
saying.
wanted to see this
You said
fight.
it was gonna
Y'all
be
keep
empty. Too
saying
said.
third largest gate.
If you don't forget, I remember. I was here.
It's 65.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they probably bought all they. It's 65,000 seats. Y'all talking about third largest gate? They did not sell
Man,
that
listen.
out, y'all.
But I
Man,
thought
listen.
Bud wasn't a
It's
sale. It shouldn't even be
international.
that. If he don't
Stop
sell,
Mm-hmm.
hating, 2 Cent. You
it
gotta
shouldn't
stop.
even be that if Bud don't
Said-
sell.
But don't
but this
sell.
isn't about
Clearly,
what
it's
the
only
main
Canelo
person.
fans there because he
Hey,
was
I'm
Oh,
just
here we
booting the
go.
saying.
whole
Clearly,
brand
it's
of
all
rival.
Canelo's fault.
Okay, look, it's just
Okay, I have a
about
Yeah, they
question.
ain't there for
Clearly.
Bud.
Hey,
I
how
I have a
hate
much you
the
think
question.
deal.
what you
I have,
think Bud's
Go ahead.
percentage on
Go
the
ahead.
back end is? You think it's 50
Go
50 on
ahead,
the back
Juke.
end?
I have a question. So
Ain't
you're
no back
saying
end.
that they said it's the third largest gate in history. Okay, so like how much have they sold so far? What's the number?
But they not
I don't
taking
know.
into account that he spent 500 million on the fight.
Right. I'm just asking what the number is. If they're
According
saying
to who?
The
He
gate
spent 500
size.
million?
Well,
what do
According
you
to who?
mean? Okay,
I
then how
don't
do
know.
we know it's the
I don't know.
okay?
I just know that
Oh,
it's
wait, wait,
third
wait, whoa,
largest.
whoa,
That's
whoa,
that
whoa.
moving the
What is the
goalposts.
first?
No, I'm not moving the goalposts. I'm trying to understand
That's
where the
moving the
post
goalposts.
is. I'm asking a question.
Yeah, I'm not
If
sure
we're
what the exact
saying it's
number is.
the hold on.
Hey, I'll let you know when the fight happened and I'm there. I'll let you know how many people
Yo,
in the
No,
building.
that's not what
Matrix
you
said
don't
what she
have
trying
to.
to
I'm gonna
say.
get on there live.
I'm
I'm
asking
gonna
a
be live.
question. Could y'all calm down for 2 seconds?
Yep,
If
for
we're
sure.
saying it's the third largest gate, because there's like records, right? If
Mhm.
we're saying it's already the third largest gate, I'm just asking what that number is.
Oh, the
Yeah,
number. All right, let me find it.
It's like 50 million or something.
That's simple. It's probably.
yeah.
I think it
It's
might be 50
possible.
million.
I
I
mean,
don't
this
want
is
to
a big
misquote.
arena. I'm just asking, and
I
I feel
don't
like
want to miss. Oh
everyone's
yeah,
fighting
that's a
me. I'm just
legitimate
asking a
question. No,
question.
that's a legitimate question.
That's
I
legitimate.
mean, it
So
shouldn't,
they
it
know
shouldn't,
this
it
shit
shouldn't,
matter.
it shouldn't even be any of that if Bud would don't sell and nobody went to see his fight.
No,
We,
because
That's
I
what
I
can't
do.
Houston
even
said.
consider. I don't
I
know.
do.
I
I'm
don't know
there.
who sold what. I'm being told it's the
I'm there.
third
You guys is
largest, and I'm
crazy.
asking what is that number?
Yeah, he's
And
gonna look it
Bud
up for
getting
you.
Yeah,
booed the
I'm
whole
about to
grand
get it. I don't want to
arrival. So I
misquote.
don't know where his fans at. Maybe they're not there yet. Like
That's
Blake.
fine. Like
Hey, they're saying,
I never
listen.
said Bud don't sell. I like Bud. Again, that's. I think again, as my fellow Bud fans, sometimes I try to talk to y'all are overly defensive. Like you can't even get
Nah, I'm
conversation
not.
going. What is the
Blaze P for
number?
P. Blaze P for B is not, being sensitive. I found
No,
it.
it is. I
I
said,
got
The
what's
the
the
number,
numbers
not
number?
me,
right
not
here.
me.
Oh,
You
Bud,
can
I'm supposed
speak
to
for
say
somebody
it.
else.
That
Nah,
ain't got nothing
50
to
Hey,
do with
million.
Juke.
it.
50
The
million.
number is the
It's like it
number.
says. It
I'm
said they're
asking
set to
that.
exceed. It said they're according to F1 Sports because I don't want to. I don't want to quote where I get the information from, so you can find it yourself. All you gotta do is Google it. It'll come up from multiple sources. But
I
it's
Hey,
can
saying
Juke.
to
find it.
exceed 50 million, and it's behind Canelo. No, it's behind Pacquiao, Mayweather, and then is it what is it? Pacquiao, Mayweather. What's the other one? Is it Mayweather, McGregor?
Hey, Jupe. I got the
I
numbers
think
right here.
it's
It's
third
behind
behind them.
Mayweather McGregor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
behind Mayweather, McGregor. Yep. And what's the other one? There's another one.
I got the numbers. It's right here. Number one.
Yeah,
I'm
Mayweather,
hold
Pacquiao,
on. I'm telling you.
Mayweather,
Hold on.
McGregor.
Number one, Mayweather Pacquiao, 72.2 million.
Yep.
We got Mayweather McGregor, 55.4 million. And
Yep.
then if it goes to number three, the number three before that was Triple G versus Canelo, 27.1 million. So it's got to be in between 27.1 to 55.4
And
if
who
it's
And they
number
after
three.
that?
said 50.
Right.
Who
So
after that? Who
They
number
who's
said 50.
five?
reporting? And no,
50.
if it is, that's great. I'm just saying
50
who's
million
reporting
gay.
it? Like who's reporting this?
I mean, they get the
Everybody.
stats themselves.
Just Google it. Everybody.
Yeah,
No,
Everybody's
it's not
reporting.
everybody because I'm googling it and I can't find it. I googled
Oh
it
man,
already.
that's
That's
your
why
Google. You
I
got a
asked.
different Google than I got. Here, let me just drop the article in there.
Evidently, that's why. Okay,
You got
that's
the
okay.
I'm
she
sure
got a
Tony will
different
drop. I'm
Google.
sure Tony will
Get it.
show
I
his
just
I'm
want
gonna
y'all
screen.
to
drop
give
it
me
in the
some
back in the
answer.
chat. I'm gonna
Tony,
drop
where
it
your
in the
screen
chat. It's
share?
all good.
Where
I'm
your
gonna drop
screen
it in the
share,
chat.
Tony? You the king screen share. Where your
I just asked. I promise you, I was like, oh wow, that's dope. Like I just wanted to know, and I googled it. I couldn't find it.
50
That's
million
why I asked.
is crazy.
We got
You
you.
said you've been
So,
talking about all this time talking about it wasn't gonna sell. Just remember that. Remember, I kept
hey,
telling you.
listen,
Man, that fight
Yeah,
ain't
she
sold no
got
damn 50.
amnesia.
Ain't
She
got
got
no $50
amnesia.
I
million
can
gate.
ask my
She down. The
secretary
numbers.
They
Alexa.
probably bought up their own tickets.
The
Talking about a
numbers ain't
$50
real,
million
bro.
Oh
gate.
shit! They say, hey, Juke, they say
Alexa,
use a big. You should use
top
Google,
five
Juke.
grossing
How
boxing
the
matches
hell
of
does
all
Bud
time.
and Charlie and Canelo, who fight ain't even had no build up or nothing over the years, all of a sudden can do a $50 million gate? Y'all
Don't
can
hate.
believe that.
It's
Don't
international.
hate.
I don't.
This is
Y'all can
Don't
believe
hate.
it.
international.
I don't.
Appreciate. You
This is
gotta
international.
congratulate, 2 Cent.
What
No
does
more
that
hate.
It's an
mean,
international
international?
bout. That
What the
means the
hell does
money's
that
coming from
mean?
everywhere. International. It's multinational corporations involved with this.
Yo,
Netflix with
2
300
Cent.
billion
Just
subscribers.
congratulate.
There's a lot of money
Okay,
being thrown around.
can I read you guys the article I found?
Sure.
Okay, so I Googled, it gave me bloody elbow. Although again, and the reason I ask because when it comes to boxing media, a lot of stuff is so unsubstantiated, that's why, and it's never like confirmed, and they tend to have the same source, which is never confirmed.
And they act like
So it's
Turkey.
given. So I found this article that says, 5 biggest boxing gates of all time. And then it says Alvarez versus Terence Crawford breaks into top 3, right? That's what it says. But that's the headline. But when you go into it, it says super fights become more common, blah, blah, blah. And then it talks about the fights that have happened where we can confirm. It says Canelo versus Triple G, 24. Canelo versus the second one, 27. And then it goes on so the whole list, it confirms it goes the Mayweather fights, But number 3, it says Canelo versus Terence Crawford, and in parentheses it says undisclosed. And then it says the bout between Canelo and Terence Crawford can make history when these two legendary fighters clash.
Yeah,
While
Juke.
the exact
Juke.
figure is unknown.
Juke.
No, undisclosed.
I found the
unknown,
source.
two different
No,
things.
I found the
No,
source.
let me
It's
finish.
a
I'm
projection
reading.
as
You
well.
told me no. You can't
It's
tell
like
me
you
to
projecting
Google.
movie tickets.
No,
Hey,
you're
Juke.
For
asking
real and
me.
everything.
You guys asked me to read it, and then when I go to read it, you're talking over me. So which one you can't tell me Google it. And I did.
Unknown and
I asked you to
undisclosed are two
do.
different things, Juke.
You asked me to Google it. I did exactly what you guys said, and now you're trying to talk over me. Why?
Yeah, Juke.
Unknown
I'm
and
trying to back
undisclosed are two
you up.
different
I'm
things.
trying to back you up.
So don't Google it anymore. I
What they
just
talking
take
about
your
is
They
word.
never said it was unknown. It says undisclosed, so they didn't release it.
No, I'm
No.
reading beyond that. It
Okay.
initially says, okay, could you guys stop interrupting me? You see, I let you guys cook and I never interrupted you, but for some reason you can't give me the same privilege. Okay, so in the article, it does say number 3, Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford undisclosed. And then it goes on to say the bout between Canelo and Terence Crawford can make history when these two legendary fighters clash over a super middleweight title, but the live gate is already making waves. Great. This number is undisclosed. While the exact number is unknown, promoter Dana White has let it slip that it's already the 3rd largest gate. So basically everything is because of what Dana White is saying. There's no numbers, there's no facts, there's nothing to, and I'm okay if it does, great. All I'm saying is that we have to start repeating things when the only source is a tweet from someone.
Yeah, in the source, which is bullshit, is an MMA tweet called Championship Rounds. Who's not
Exactly.
involved in boxing.
That's all I'm trying to say. Like,
Hey,
we
but
gotta
I mean,
stop.
listen. Dana White is coming from Dana White. He's promoting the fight. So is it cap? We're gonna find out.
Yeah,
We're gonna
he's
find
more
out
the
when they
fight.
really
Well,
disclose the
here's
real
the
numbers.
problem with what
Is it
you're
cap?
saying.
To be
It's
fair,
not-
Juke,
wait,
Dana White's
hold on,
projecting
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
They've
hold
done
on.
a bunch of bigger things.
There's a big.
You got somebody who on the panel.
Dana White's a first party source.
It's not true.
Shout out No Cap on the panel. No Cap, what's up? What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
You know what time it is. We got a couple days away for that ass whooping gonna take place. Ooh, can't wait. Can't wait.
All right. Shout out No Cap in the building.
I just want to follow up that the source in this article don't even source Dana White. They source this Twitter account that I don't.
Exactly.
If that's true, fine. But we just gotta like oh, but I was told. But I think before we go there, we have to verify that the information is correct. And all I'm saying is that the articles are not even sourcing Dana White.
They're not. There's no.
Dana White just said that, and everybody been running with it.
Yeah,
That's the thing. They
Dana
don't
White
even
didn't even
source
say
Dana
it.
White. They sourcing some other Twitter account I never heard of.
Yeah, and Dana White's there's no source showing where Dana White said it.
And how does he
doesn't
know the
even
gate
exist.
before the fight?
Because
What's
people
that?
buying tickets.
Yeah, but not everybody's done buying tickets.
Yeah, so they're talking about as of right now.
So that, come on, boxing hacker.
You said, come on. That's all they know it.
Silly man.
That's funny.
That's hacker.
Shout out
That's
to
what they
Big
do.
Dog
That's-
Willie with the $2 in the super chat. He says, Tank fighting Pac after Paul. Who wants to bet me?
I
Shout
ain't
out
like
Big
that
Dog
after.
Willie.
Oh boy.
That's on him, man. I don't care nothing about no Pacquiao versus Tank.
Hey, 2 cents. I'm off the bed. All I'm gonna say is this: they better hope it's not the 3rd biggest gate in boxing history, because that's a lot of people watching Terence get his ass whooped on that.
All I'm gonna say when Terence wins, just stand on it. Just remember, you said he's gonna be one of the greatest of all time if he wins that fight, man.
Yeah, Tony
No.
said shit. I didn't.
Terence got this, man. I feel like you were down there.
Talking about greatest of all time.
I
Cut
mean,
it
One
out,
of them,
man.
yes.
nobody said he absolutely can't win, but I'm just saying, like, you talking about you got it 60-40.
Yeah, why not? Like, what's Canelo's keys to victory? If you keep saying, ask me what's Crawford, what's his? Because all I ever hear is, oh, Canelo's just a bigger guy, he's gonna win. But in history has also shown us, and Bud also alluded to this, that like a lot of people who move up in weight normally win the fights. So
he was
besides weight,
gaslighting you.
That's I guess that's actually true.
Yes, it is.
Like
We're talking about people moving up 2 and 3 weight classes. You're not talking about
moved up 2 weight classes and he beat Hagler. Like what are we talking about? Like people do that. You know, I mean, Roy Jones moved up to heavyweight. He won. You know, the only one fight that I remember that somebody really lost moving up 2 weight classes was Rigo when he went to fight Lomachenko. You know,
there's plenty of people that move up and lost. Check it out. Here we go.
Like who?
Y'all know. Excuse me, still, my man, Rich.
I ain't see that one.
So for me, I think it's 60.
Hey, yo, I got your boy Band Up got to go. I'm gonna stay in the back. Salute Nicholas. Salute everybody on the platform.
You know, as far as Bud Crawford has the tools to win, I think Canelo is dangerous, especially in the early rounds. I think what's gonna make a big difference is that for Canelo, as far as like big moments, right? Like people who've been in big fights. I think that Canelo probably have an easier way for that because like he's been in like bigger fights. You know, he's been in the Floyd fight, and most of his fights are always big, and that does play a part where it comes to like how easy it is for you to like get adjusted to like your rhythm and the other person's rhythm, stuff like that. So it's a question if Canelo can catch him early. He could hurt Bud. He could stop. It probably could stop him. You know, because Canelo does do all those weird fakes. You know, he'll like do like a fake and then throw another punch. And if he can do that early, he might be able to hurt Bud. But if Bud's able to like seize the moment, I think like, or when he seizes the moment, you know, I think that it's gonna be an uphill battle for Canelo. I think he's just gonna play with him. You know, I do think it's crazy.
Uphill battle for Canelo.
Yeah. I think Bud's gonna play with him. Bud
is going to play with him.
Yeah, I think so.
But no, I ain't say this. Don't put me with boxing.
Hold on, we got you done boxing hacker?
No.
Boxing hacker.
No, so like you look at Bud. Once Bud figures out people in so many fights, you know, like he really like figures them out to a T where like he takes away everything they have to like, you know, counteract them, you know. And we've seen that in so many fights of his, you know. And so I don't think Canelo's that much different, you know. Like I said, Canelo's dangerous, but if he lets Bud settle and really like grasp a moment, like then I think that's gonna be a big problem for Canelo. You know, I don't think the weight's gonna play a factor like people think they are. And this whole thing about Canelo's been hurt.
Boxing hacker.
That guy's commentary was so great. Who was that?
What the hell are you talking about?
That was amazing.
Don't win Bud no fight, seizing the moment and grasping the moment.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? What you saying?
So like, okay. So what I mean, seizing the moment, right? Like, you can imagine like somebody like a fight of that magnitude, like even the atmosphere is different. Like, there's people that have taken up oxygen, like, and like I don't know if you've ever been in a fight, like you can feel disoriented a little bit, you know, when like your first. That's why people. No, really. That's why some people take like a round or two to get adjusted, you know, to loosen up, to relax, you know. And I think when it comes to like
how many rounds you take to relax when you fight?
I mean, I've never been in a huge fight like that, though. But all I'm saying, like, when it comes
the most
to
rounds you ever fought?
Huh?
What's the most rounds you ever fought?
0.
Yeah, -4.
Hey, 2 cents. When he's done. Wait.
Let me land with this real quick. Right? I think in this situation, right, what's gonna matter when it comes to like, because Canelo's been in bigger moments, you know, and like, you know, and
this has nothing to do with how he gonna win. You grasping the moment.
No, it does. No, it plays a factor. The reason why
the fight.
No, it plays a factor because like the first couple of rounds, that's how the first couple of rounds goes. Like it's the person who like loosens up first, you know, loosens up, able to let their hands go first, you know. So that's what I'm saying. If Canelo can maybe get him early, I think maybe he has a good shot. But I think if it goes down the stretch, I think Bud's gonna outbox him completely.
But I think Bud would be at the disadvantage for the fight going longer because he's the one that put the more weight on. He's the one that wouldn't be conditioned for that weight with that, you know what I'm saying, at that weight class with that weight. And he's been out the ring for like a year and a half or How long Bud been out the ring?
13 months.
13, yeah, over a year. So like
That's how I know you
don't think
finna
so.
bullshit.
I don't think so. Because remember, like Bud's not a small guy. You know,
Boy,
he's just not cutting as much weight as he was before.
Hacker, you circling that landing pad.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think so because like
I'm just trying to go to bed. I just want to respond to something, and
Go
I'm
ahead,
gonna get
Tom.
off. Yeah, so we gonna make this real fast. First off, once again, Boxing Hacker don't know shit about boxing. Sugar Ray Leonard did not go up 2 weight classes to fight Hagler. He had already fought at junior middleweight before he retired. So you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. He fought literally at 154. He went up 1 weight class to fight him on a long layoff, but still only 1 weight class because he had already moved out of welterweight. So right there, you're wrong. Number 2, like
long
what was
layoff
mentioned.
or
Look,
retirement.
why are you interrupting? It's only retirement if you don't come back. If you come back, it's a layoff. Now, furthermore, to move past that, if we look at recent examples of people going up actual 2 weight classes and not 1, like you said, we had Rigondeaux, which was mentioned, got completely dominated. No mas by Lomachenko. We had Mikey Garcia going up 2 to fight Kell Brook. Got completely turned into a chicken and he ran, just like Charlo did when he went up 2 weight classes. Then we also have Kell Brook, who went up 2 weight classes and got his face broke. Time and time again, we see dudes make this 2 weight class jump and they get their asses whooped. The only one that you can point to that was successful against a top fighter, not a bottom of the barrel like John Ruiz whenever fucking Roy Jones did it, but a top level fighter would be you'd have to go all the way back to Spinks when he fought Holmes. But even Spinks at heavyweight got destroyed by Mike Tyson in less than 30 seconds. So again, it doesn't go well for these dudes when they fight the elites of the division. On that, I'm going to bed.
Okay.
And I was trying to say that none of those guys are
All right,
Terence Bud
Tony.
Crawford, who is a certified all-time great, and will submit that when he beats the shit out of Canelo Alvarez. And everybody have to eat those words and welcome Bud into the pantheon of great fighters. And I can't wait on September 13th. Help is on the way.
Hey man,
I would just say like no. So the gentleman who just got off, he was correct. It is a far and few between thing. I think I talked about that last time we were on about how like I know people keep talking about I think Roy and like the Sugar Ray Leonard and Hagler. Sugar Ray Leonard had already moved on from. He's telling the truth. He did have a fight at 154 before he fought Hagler. And then he was out for a while. But think about it, if you're coming out and you're moving up, then you don't have to cut all that weight. But even then, it was a super close fight that's controversial to this day. Even that fight was controversial. Like there are people who still believe that Hagler won that fight. Yeah. I have uncles and stuff who still argue about that fight. They still argue at the cookout. Max is over. And they're still arguing about that who won that fight. So I'm just saying when people move up, I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible because I think if anybody can do it, because I think Bud is so talented. I think he's more talented. I think he has more talent than Canelo naturally. That's what I really believe. Right. I really think he does. I just think, but I understand that he is not the same. Looking at him, he has gotten a little older, but I think he has some. He's still super skilled. But I think that, and that's why I keep talking about the opportunist thing. Him and Canelo, the two things they have in common, they don't take fights they don't think they're going to win. I'm just being real. They don't. So that's what's the intriguing point. But it is rare. Like, it can happen, but it's just not often. It's because I don't care how, like, we keep dismissing size and weight. Now, I think Canelo is probably a naturally bigger man, but I do have concerns about how he's going to, take those punches. I think what Bud should do and what Bud will do probably is box early. I think he needs to get Canelo desperate. What Bivol did to Canelo was like he knew when to box and when to take it to Canelo. And the problem is that Canelo couldn't do anything to hurt Bivol because Bivol had felt way harder punches. Like he hit Bivol with his absolute best shot and it did nothing. Yep. And so that was kind of the thing that helped Bivol. Also, Bivol was, of course, a perfect, amazing boxer. But he was like, he would get like Bivol kind of stated that he didn't have to take it up a notch. He just kind of like, knew when to take the pressure to him, know when to kind of relax and just box and defend. And so I think that Bud could do something similar. My concern is just that can he take the punches like Bivol took those punches, because he's not used to taking, not sparring in a real fight, taking those punches from a bigger fighter. That's my only concern.
And Canelo hits hard, man. Like people want to act like Canelo don't be punching.
Power's not everything
like
in boxing.
You can't
people
take a
keep
shot.
saying about power.
Canelo got a granite chin.
Yeah, but power is not the only thing in
granite
boxing, right?
chin.
Skills always wins.
Who said that power was the only thing in boxing?
Yeah, people keep talking about how powerful Canelo is, how big he is, this and that. Skills, man.
Because it matters. You keep talking about
we're not like
I pay the bills, man.
Everyone knows that power isn't everything, but it's something.
All right. I said
it's not
the power don't work. What happened with the power don't work though?
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I like the fact that everybody's doubting Bud so much, because when he
no one's
wins,
doubting Bud. Okay, I think you guys.
wait. I'm just saying if he wins, it shows how great.
Creating
it just shows how great accomplishment he's doing if he wins. That's all, right? If he beats Canelo, this is just the magnitude.
Everyone knows that already.
Yeah,
everyone already said the only one person can get
like
credit.
To say, oh,
boxing
not that great,
I know you want to be the victim all the time, but at the end of the day, only one person can get credit for the fight, and it's Bud. Like everyone's established that. Only one person can get credit for the fight.
That's not true.
Like even if Canelo wins, he's not even going to get credit.
Why not?
We know this already. Like
why not?
Because he's. Oh my! Okay.
Because he's fighting a smaller fighter coming up,
right? So only like don't give Bud credit. Like I'm as a Bud fan, like some of y'all are so like
Canelo gets more credit.
You guys have this victim complex. Only one person.
Canelo does not get more credit for beating Bud.
He does. He gets credit for beating Bud. Bud's a 2-time undisputed champion. At the end of the day, those both men.
No, boxing hacker. You can't. You can't say to someone. Okay. So you're saying Canelo can bring, because it's so funny how you notice how the language changes. Yeah. When it's Bud going up, they're saying Bud's going up to fight Canelo, but with anybody else, he's bringing this little guy up, and you can't get credit. You see how the language changes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy? So Bud can get brought up. They're not saying Canelo's bringing Bud up, but when it's somebody they don't like, he's bringing this little guy up a whole 5 pounds. Oh my God! Like it's like which one is it?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we're saying Canelo can't get credit, because Bud is 37 years old, a superb fighter, my pound for pound number one, and has been for years. But he's coming up. He has not fought in like a year. That's why they're saying it. But you're saying, oh no, Bud gets credit. But you have other situations like, I don't know, Tank fighting a champion one division below him, who's naturally bigger than him. Oh no, he's bringing up this little guy. Oh my God. Boxing is in ruins. It's like you guys are all over
Lamont Roach was a 25-1 underdog.
Canelo looked terrible in his last fight also.
Yeah, like Lamont Roach was like an underdog against Tank.
And Bud is an underdog against Canelo.
But not that far in odds, though. Not that far in odds.
Because the difference is the name recognition, not the size of skill recognition.
Keep in mind this. Bud Crawford.
So basically you're saying it all depends upon what Vegas is saying.
The most accomplished fighter.
At the end of the day, Tank was still smaller than Roach. No, I'm not saying that Roach is at Canelo's level.
That's magical Cap. But
I'm showing you how you have different standards. You have different standards. It changes. Are you bringing the person up, or are they coming up to fight you? Is someone coming up to fight a bigger name, or are you dragging them up?
Either way you want to say.
Which one is it?
Either way, fine.
Two different rules.
All I'm saying is
1 minute you're saying Tank's bringing up these people who are naturally bigger than him, but now when it's Bud and Canelo, you want to give Canelo credit. And you're not saying that Canelo's bringing up Bud, because at the end of the day, we know that Canelo had other fights that people have been begging. We know that for sure that Benavidez team gave him an offer, and not a fake offer. We know for real it was backed by Al Heyman to give this man millions of dollars to fight Canelo, to fight for Canelo to fight Benavidez. We know that for a fact. There is no scenario where we know that anyone gave Tank millions to fight his contemporaries.
Okay.
Nothing. So what I'm saying is you're saying, oh, he brought this guy up. He brought this guy up, but when it's Canelo and Bud, that language dissipates. Now it's something different and he deserves credit. All I'm saying is that you have different standards, you're inconsistent, and that's why no one takes you serious.
No, you're just saying a lot of words, but you're not letting me talk. But let me just put this in perspective for you, right? Let's put this in perspective.
The only perspective is that you are inconsistent. You already contradicted yourself, so it don't even matter. Nothing else you says matters. You already lost the battle, sweetheart.
You sing all you're doing is singing a song right now.
You can talk all you want. It's over.
Are you not done? Like,
I already exposed how you have double standards.
You didn't expose anything.
It's over.
You just keep
I
going
have.
on.
Go ahead and ramble, and we'll ignore you.
Tank Davis has not fought any of his contemporaries, right? And he's fighting Lamont Roach. I never.
Lie, because Frank Martin is his contemporary.
To be fair,
that's a lie because Frank Martin is his contemporary.
No, he's not.
Ryan Garcia is his contemporary.
No, Ryan's never been a
and I'm sorry, and Lamont Roach is his contemporary. They are all his
Stop
contemporaries. So right
Tank
now,
Davis has been 135 for how long?
He's never fought current champion. He's never fought current
135 champion as long as he's been there.
He fought 3 of his contemporaries already.
No,
so you are
not.
absolutely alive. So we can go ahead and move on.
They are not his contemporaries.
They are his contemporaries.
Oh my
yes,
God.
they
They're
are.
not
They were the 4 kings. Him and Ryan were the 4 kings.
The only
asking him. They are his contemporaries. Look up the research. Look up the definition, hon. They were his contemporaries.
You want to use Ryan as a 4 king?
Wait. I don't have to use Ryan. He
Ryan's
was. By definition.
You know why Ryan was put
in
the 4
kings? You lost the argument already.
No,
you lost the argument.
Do you know why Ryan was part of the 4 kings? Because Ryan created the 4 kings.
You lost the argument.
Ryan Garcia created the 4 kings.
You lost the argument. You said he hasn't fought his contemporaries when he actually is the first person.
Hold on, Drew. How did Ryan Garcia create the 4 kings?
Yes, it was after he fought the Olympian. After he fought the Olympian and him and David,
you lost that argument. You lied.
No.
You're a liar.
I'm lying.
You're a liar. Tank and Ryan
Garcia called them the 4 horsemen
because they were part of the 4 kings, and it was the biggest fight. You are a liar. You lied already.
That's Ryan Garcia.
And he also fought his other contemporary, Frank Martin, and his other contemporary, Lamont Roach. You are a liar. I'm sorry. You lost this argument.
One mic.
Go ahead and go on off. You lied.
One mic.
The only reason why anybody put has Ryan Garcia as the 4 kings is because Ryan Garcia created the 4
kings. It don't matter why. The point is that he was the 4 kings.
That whole
the
4 kings was
you trying to rationalize it now doesn't dispute the fact that he is a 4 king. You just want
to keep talking
over people.
You complain about people talking over you.
It's too late.
You keep on going.
You already lost the argument. Once
Tank Davis has never fought one of his contemporaries. Never.
You disqualified yourself.
He has not fought one contemporary.
You're disqualified.
Wait,
you lied. I caught you in a lie.
How has he not fought one contemporary? That don't.
He hasn't.
He disqualified himself.
He hasn't fought Teo. He hasn't fought Shakur. He never fought Devin.
He haven't fought the contemporaries that's on top rank that you want him to fight.
He fought.
Just say it like that.
Boxing hacker.
Ryan Garcia is a
boxing hacker. Stop.
Ryan's never been a champion.
Shakur was never Tank's contemporary. He was at 26 when they was the 4 kings.
Exactly.
You
don't know what you're talking about. The 4 kings is T.O., Ryan, Devin, and Tank. But there's only 1 king now. Because the rest of them niggas ain't shit.
Lomachenko became unified at 135. While
Lomachenko was older. He was never a 4 king, nigga.
Teofimo Lopez became unified while
the nigga just in his 30s, nigga.
Kambosos became unified while
Lomachenko's old, nigga.
Then he became undisputed while
Lomachenko's old, nigga. Give it a rest, nigga. This is your conscience speaking.
135.
This is your conscience speaking. Wrap it up.
Right. Like he is fighting for his life. Baby, you are dead already. You are a zombie in this world.
Crawford.
And you're still trying to fight.
Why are you jumping in front? Why now you want to compare him to Crawford? Crawford became undisputed in 2 different divisions.
You rigor mortis, nigga. You're rigor mortis.
He fought He fought the fight that people wanted to see him fight.
Who?
He fought Earl Spence.
The fight that everybody don't know what the definition of contemporary is. That was he doesn't know the definition,
fight.
y'all.
If you want to be honest about the Earl Spence,
no definition of contemporary. It's
Pacquiao with the legacy fight.
Okay, maybe go
Earl and
ahead.
Bud with their
Okay,
legacy
can we
fights
just
and
pull the
stuff.
plug on Hacker because he already lost the
You just
argument.
want
He
to tell
lied.
something,
Once
but
you
you know
lie,
I'm
you
telling the
disqualify
truth.
yourself.
We talking about the
No.
Canelo Bud fight. Y'all keep
He already
on
lost the
talking.
argument.
No, because
We
you sing
moving
all
on.
songs
Box the
about
Hacker.
No, ain't no goalpost. You don't know the
about
definition of
you
words,
off
and
the
you
thing
lost
about
already.
Lamont Roach
You
and
open up with a lie, you
the problem is
disqualify
that
everything else you say.
fighting, he's
Sorry.
not fighting the better fights.
Yeah,
That was the problem.
yeah, because contemporary don't mean the better fight in someone's opinion. Contemporary means contemporary. You said he didn't fight contemporary. He's fought multiple. You lied, and therefore you are disqualified from the argument. You go ahead and slow down somewhere. Stop wasting 2 cents time.
It's not contender.
No,
all
it
the
is.
people you name are
You don't know
contender.
the definition of contemporary. He
Boxing
fought
Hacker.
multiple
He never fought super champion.
you
at
cook.
135.
Your idea of a contemporary and the
It's not
definition
my
are
idea.
two different things.
You're mixing
I'm
contemporary
sorry.
and contender.
I'm
You're mixing the
sorry.
two terms
I
together.
know you used to. I know you
Frank
people
is
let
not
you
contemporary.
argue and try to change definitions, but you're not going to do that
Frank
today.
is not
We're not letting it
contemporary.
happen. You lost already.
Frank is
You
not.
No
opened up with
alternative
a lie
facts.
and you got checked
Y'all
on it.
sing
Go ahead
this
and move
song, but when
on.
it goes down in the
Go ahead
history
and move
books, they're
on.
not
You
gonna
can.
say he fought contemporaries.
Yeah, contemporary.
So,
Give me the definition of contemporary. Give me the definition of contemporary.
You can define yourself, Drew. All I'm saying.
No, I'm not fighting
when it
myself. I
goes-
won already, baby. You are fighting. You are ghost.
You always
You
say
lost
that.
already.
For
You
what?
lost.
For what? Tank's been at
Because you
135 how many
lied.
years? He
You're
never
a
fought super
liar.
champion.
What's the
Now you
definition?
want to
You lied already.
What's the
who has
Boxing
two-time
Hacker?
undisputed,
Listen.
going for
I'm gonna
third
say
time
this.
undisputed. Stop.
This is what we finna do, Boxing Hacker. I'm finna let you give your definition, and then we're gonna continue our conversation about the Canelo and Bud Crawford fight. Go ahead.
You said what?
We're gonna continue the conversation about the Canelo and Bud Crawford fight.
This is what I'm
Okay.
saying about the situation. When you can't compare Lamont Roach going up to fight Tank because one, the odds were off. Two, Tank still had smoke that people wanted to see. Like there were bigger fights that they wanted to see Tank in. And as long as that's there,
And
like,
there's bigger fights we want to see. That's better fights we want to see Bud in. Nobody want to see
Exactly.
Bud fight.
no, but here's
No one wanted this.
here's the
No one
difference.
asked for this.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference. This is the same difference between
There's no
Benavidez and
difference.
Canelo.
And you don't
Here's
know the
the
definition
difference.
of words.
Bud and Canelo. Let's be fair. Bud is 40 fights in, right? I know they wanted them to see him fight Boots, right? But the legacy fight for Bud was Earl Spence. It was never Boots. Boots was new to the game, and Bud
So you
really
only gotta have
accomplished
one
the
legacy fight.
Right.
He's
You gotta
about
have
to
one.
retire.
You only
He's
gotta
about
have
to-
one, but say you gotta have 5 or
How many
6.
fights Boots got? Wait.
Heck is one legacy fight. He's done.
Boxer, you don't know shit about boxing.
No. Let's be honest again. Bud's over 40 fights in, right?
But
He beat
man.
How many fights when
Define legacy fight. Define a legacy fight.
0. Boots had no belts. You all know that, right? When they started lining up him and Bud, because Bud had all the belts at 147. His legacy fight was with Earl Spence, who had the rest of the belts. He had one belt.
So you only need one legacy fight.
He's about to retire. So
so he waited his whole career. So you're saying are you accusing Bud of waiting his whole career to have one legacy fight?
Wait, which is guess what? No matter
Guess what? What? Again, I'm asking you a question. Are you saying that you only need one legacy fight?
I'm not saying you only need one. But
okay, no, but you're saying that Bud's legacy fight was Spence.
He conquered all the divisions that he was in. He conquered
what division? He conquered what? Having the
he
belt.
Conquered 140, 147. He became.
But okay, you said he conquered the division, but he had one legacy fight. So you're contradicting yourself.
He got belt 154.
So he conquered the division, but only had one legacy fight. Then how did he do that?
He doesn't need to. Oh my goodness! All right.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! When I actually explain you can't explain it. So he conquered multiple divisions, but had one legacy fight according to you.
Which is a bigger fight, him versus Boots.
So it's about big fights. So it's about big fights then?
Is more of a legacy fight, him versus Boots or Canelo.
Is legacy or big fights? Which one? You keep flipping and flopping. Which one is it?
Which one's the bigger fight? Which one's the legacy fight?
Is it bigger or flop? No, tell me. You said Bud had one legacy fight. So you're telling me everyone only needs one legacy fight and they're done.
Bud versus Canelo is a legacy fight more than it's Bud versus Boots. Do you know that? Do you know that? Or you don't know that?
Oh, but you told me Bud already had his legacy fight. You told me Spence was his legacy fight.
Tank hasn't had a legacy
but now you're contradicting what you just said 3 minutes ago.
But
you said Bud already had his legacy fight?
Because Caboose.
You're contradicting yourself.
You said what? Say again, two
Boots
cents.
is gonna go on and continue his career, so you can't really say that Canelo will be a bigger legacy fight than
It is.
But no, Two
You
Cent.
know, you
Remember,
can't use what happens in the
because Two
future
Cent, he
to
just
say what's
told us
happening
that
right now.
Bud's legacy
Canelo's
fight
a
was
bigger legacy
Spence.
fight than Boots.
He just told us 3 minutes ago that Bud's legacy fight was Spence. So how
Beat
can it be Canelo? Which one
means
it
more
is?
for
Which one
Bud's
is
career
it?
than being
You're
Boots.
now contradicting yourself.
Huh?
You told us that his legacy fight was Spence, and that was it. So he already had his legacy fight. You said Bud already had his legacy fight. It was Spence.
Okay.
So now you're telling me that it's someone else. No, you told me he already had his. He's done. He's about to retire. So now you're trying to tell me something different. You've contradicted yourself 3 or 4 times. Which one is it, Boxing Hacker? You see what I'm saying? How you don't think things through. You just want to defend yourself.
Let me
and
explain.
that's why you don't get anywhere.
Let me slow down and explain for you.
Oh no! You don't explain it for me. Explain it to yourself because you contradicted yourself. Right now, the only people who are arguing is your previous point 3 minutes ago and your current point a few seconds ago.
Hold on, you
You're arguing 2 different points.
Hold on one second. You asked the question.
No. Argue
Here's
two different points.
comparing
I haven't had a point. You're arguing your own points.
Do you agree with what you said 3 minutes ago
or just now?
Yo,
which one of you is right?
Jew, like you gotta stop over talking people. Look, we were comparing Tank.
No, it's not about Tank anymore. We're talking about your contradiction.
Then you just asked me a question, so I'm trying
to. Hold on, let Boxing Hacker go. Let Boxing Hacker go.
Jude.
No, we're going to argue your 2 points you just made. No. I'm not letting you do that.
Do you just want
to hear yourself? You just contradicted yourself.
Jude, let me.
Which one is it? Did Tank
did
Bud already fight his legacy fight? Or he had
order the goddamn.
That's the question. Then don't talking.
You're not going back to Tank. You're not going back to Tank.
Yes, I am because you asked me a question.
Because you already contradicted yourself in this moment.
Why are you talking about Tank anyway?
We're done with Tank. Because
Boxing
Hacker's trying to get off the hook. He contradicted himself, and now he's trying to rewind it. No, I'm not letting you go. You just contradicted yourself, and you're going to figure this out. You don't go back to Tank.
Look, stop talking for a second.
Which one of your stories and
you were
narratives
comparing Bud Crawford and Canelo to Tank and Lamont Roach. That's the conversation. I said at least wait. I said at least Bud.
Let him talk.
Jude, let me talk. Jesus Christ. I said that at least Bud Crawford has already had his legacy fight. Tank Davis hasn't had five contemporaries. This is what I said.
You're lying.
I'm lying. I didn't say that.
Yeah, he has, but Tank has fought legacy fight already. Just like you said that Bud already fought his, and Spence. Tank has fought one in Ryan. Actually, he's fought more. So you lied. That's incorrect.
What was Tank's legacy fight?
Ryan is a legacy fight.
Ryan has never been champion a day in his life.
He beat Leo Santa Cruz, a 4th division champion, who's a first ballot
He's
Hall
won
of Fame.
legacy fights already. Yes, he has.
What are you talking about? That's what made him a draw, was beating Leo Santa Cruz.
Tank has fought more legacy fights
in the fight against Pedraza.
And then he went up to 140 and beat Mark Barrios, the current welterweight champion.
What Hacker does is he goes, he contradicts himself, and then y'all let him off.
So what? Barrios went on to become a welterweight champion.
It doesn't matter what you do in the future.
Your legacy is what happens at the end of your career. So the fact that he beat a welterweight champion is on his legacy now. You can't take that away.
Happens in the future.
Can't take it away. Sit your ass up.
It doesn't matter what happens in the future. All that matters what happened then. It be Zab Judah. It didn't matter what happened after that. Nobody discredits Floyd. Will Floyd be Pacquiao? Pacquiao was
booty chatter.
Pacquiao still,
This was wrong with y'all niggas. Y'all don't want to get credit to nobody.
Floyd beating Canelo don't make him, as Canelo keep running through and beating.
No, it doesn't.
Disputed that.
No, it doesn't. Robert knocking out Roy Jones.
Ryan beat up Devin Haney, so he definitely was a legacy fight.
Bud already fought his legacy fight with Bud, and then said Tank has not fought any legacy fight, and because he hasn't fought his contemporaries, despite the fact that Tank has fought more contemporaries than Bud has, which is so crazy. He said the reason why he said Bud. I want to rewind us to how we got here. He said that Bud already fought his legacy fight, and so he's about to retire. And I said, who was Bud's legacy fight? He said Spence. Spence was his legacy fight, and that's it. And I said, what do you mean legacy? Because he said Bud fought his legacy fight and Tank hasn't fought legacy fights. I said, why not? He says, because Tank has not fought his contemporaries. By the definition of contemporary, Tank has actually fought more of his contemporaries. That's a fact. That's not an opinion based on the definition he has. So then he tries to scramble and say, oh, well, Canelo's a legacy fight. But you literally, by your definition, you're saying you only got to fight one legacy fight, aka contemporary, and that's it. But the minute he said Tank has not fought any of his contemporaries, he lied. Right there, you're disqualified. The minute you said Tank hasn't fought any of his contemporaries, that's a lie. Because he's actually fought more of his contemporaries than Bud has. Literally, he has.
When somebody talks about contemporaries, right? They mean people on the same.
No, you just
same level as you.
Admit that you were wrong, and we can be done with
greatness as you. So, like when people say contemporaries, it's on the same level of greatness as you. You know that, right?
No, so I know that you don't know the definition, and you correct yourself. You lied, and be done. We're not moving from that. I will not move forward until you correct.
You want to know the definition?
Until you do that, there's nothing else to discuss. I'm not letting you off the hook like everybody else does.
Wait. When you talk about,
I'm not letting you off
the hook. We finna go around. Hold on. We finna go around. Let everybody get their final 2 cents. I was only supposed to be on here an hour. I ended up staying 2. So shout out to everybody that joined me tonight for this Bud discussion that always gets so heated. But we're gonna start with you, No Cap. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
I just want to say a little poem that I came up with. It's called Eddie the Joke Coach Reynoso. Whole camp juicing like a mofo. They say snacking's whack, but Victor Conti's not involved. If you want needle up your ass, you know who to call. Canelo Alvarez tested positive for clenbuterol. That is all.
Shout out to No Cap with the bars.
No Cap.
Thank you, No Cap, for that performance. I'm definitely gonna have to clip that. David, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
I only have just 2 cents. I'm just gonna go ahead and get something out. Look, man, y'all cannot compare the Bud Crawford that's getting in the ring with Canelo with Bud Crawford at 147. They're 2 completely different people. One is slower, stronger.
Hold on, David.
Let me
say this real quick. Shout out to Terrell Davis with the $5 in the Cash App. He say for the grind. Shout out to Terrell.
See that.
All right, go ahead, David.
It's to say that it's not the same Bud, and it's going to be a slower, grinded out fight, and whoever can take the damage of the other one on the body is going to win. Seriously, and whoever hydrates well is going to win. You know what I mean? I see it as it may be Canelo. The bigger guy at that weight class, he's more adapt to it. That's his body. That's his realm. Bud got to go in there and take it. Yeah, we already know Bud's a bully, but the bottom line is this: so it's Canelo. So it's going to be an alright fight. I'm gonna watch it. You know what I mean? But hey. It is what it is, you know? So you just gotta take it for what it is. And I'm out, y'all.
All right. Boxing Hacker, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Yeah, what's up, 2 cents? So to clarify, right, to define contemporary means something existing at the same time as something else, right? In boxing, what that means is when you have like one person who's great, and then you have some like other people that are also great, like on the same level of greatness as each other. So for instance, you look at like AJ and Wilder. AJ and Wilder will be considered contemporaries, you know, because they were both considered to be great in their own domains. And they have, you know, both fan bases like looking at them like who's the better between the two. You'll look at like like the Fantastic Four with like Shakur and all of them. They're all contemporaries. When it comes to this modern age of the 135 division, 140 division, you'll look at like a Teo and a Devin, and then you look at like a Shakur. You look at like a Tank, and those guys are contemporary. Yes, Tank fought a lot of good fighters. I never say he didn't fight good fighters. There are a lot of great fighters, people that might even make it.
What contemporaries has Shakur fought?
Wait, so here, but let me speak. Right. So here's the problem, though. Right. It's when you look back, he hasn't fought those other names that like on that same wavelength. He hasn't fought his contemporary. He hasn't fought those Shakurs. He hasn't fought the Teos. He hasn't fought the Devins. Though they're considered his contemporaries.
They haven't fought each other either, though.
Right. Exactly. You're right about that. So, but at least,
so
like
then
you
none
hear,
of them are fighting their
at least you're hearing like them wanting to fight each other. Like you're hearing Shakur say, "Yo, I want to fight this dude."
That don't mean nothing.
They're not fighting each other, it means something when people hear it. But then you see Tank pulling up Lamont Roach. See, people don't want to see that because Lamont Roach isn't his contemporary.
They're all doing the same thing, though, according to your definition.
But Shakur seems open to fighting
each other.
Shakur is openly saying he wants to fight him, and that's something that's gonna be remembered. That people are gonna remember Shakur seems to openly saying multiple times that he wants to fight this guy.
So because you capping that you want to fight somebody, you get credit.
You say that, but people remember stuff like that. Just like people remember things that happened between Floyd and Pacquiao.
Whether they're saying it or not, Boxing Hacker, they're not fighting.
People remember things like that. I'm just saying that's how boxing works.
Not saying it. No, none of them are fighting each other, so none of them are fighting their.
But then you understand. But okay, so that's why some people also complain of like Shakur will fight like a Padley or somebody like that. Say we want to see the Tank for Shakur. Like they're contemporary, they're immediate contemporaries.
It's other contemporaries.
And here's the difference between Tank and Crawford. Crawford fought his contemporary. At the end of the day, if Crawford doesn't even fight Canelo,
no, he didn't.
No, Earl Spence was his contemporary.
That's one.
You don't need multiple
contemporaries that he didn't fight.
You don't need multiple contemporaries. You need to fight that legacy fight at least.
All right, Boxing.
If he retires today, nobody's gonna say he didn't. Whoa, like they'll be like, this dude was a 2-time undisputed that beat Earl Spence. Like they're not gonna say he's gonna make it into the Hall of Fame, and people are gonna remember him for having a good career. He has a good career now, and it's without question. If Tank, even Canelo doesn't fight Benavidez, they'll still look at Canelo and be like, he had a good career. He fought a lot of great fighters. He lost to in his biggest fight, yes, or two of his biggest fights, but he fought a lot of great fighters, And they'll still say but if Tank was to retire today, they'll be like, he's a good fighter. He had a big knockout percentage. He didn't fight his contemporaries. That's how it's gonna remember, so that's what I'm saying about like at the end of the day, and people say that Canelo's not gonna get like credit for Crawford. But to be fair, if we're really being honest and objective, like Canelo had controversy or lost his biggest fights. Crawford will be the most accomplished person that Canelo beats. So even though the weight disparity sort of takes a little bit away from it, it's still a good win for Canelo as well. And it's definitely not something that Canelo will want to lose. But with that, I'm out. Salute to the panel and chat,
All right, Boxing Hacker, thank you for coming up, because that didn't make no sense at all. Because none of them are fighting their contemporaries. Juke, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Hey, okay, so normally, and I like boxing. I don't have any beef with Boxing Hacker, but like, I feel like we let too much stuff lie, and I feel like in this world right now, like people are arguing about like the most basic things that we know as fact and opinion, and when people use definitions and add to the definition for their argument, it irritates me. And so once you lie, like I'm a person, like once you like say something that's untrue, I don't want to hear nothing else, right? Especially once you've been corrected. So just let you guys know The definition of contemporary is happening, existing, living, or coming into during the same period of time. That's the definition, or marked by characteristics of a present period. That is the definition of contemporary, right? And in boxing, he said to you that, oh, contemporary means, if you consider great, that's a lie. And that's what I mean. He will blatantly lie. Or it means if you're great. No, contemporary is objective. It's not subjective. Subjective, for those who don't know, meaning to your own interpretation. No, it literally means a certain sector of time, right? Meaning we were boxing and competing at the same time during this time period. That's what your contemporary is. Meaning, like, okay, we're competing during the same time period in the same division. That's your contemporary.
Right.
That's it. Oh, if they consider them great, he added all kind of stuff that's subjective, that has nothing to do with the actual definition. And the reason why he had to lie and add those extra elements is because his argument fails without it. Because he told us that Bud, according to him, on his basis, is that Bud fought his contemporary, which is Errol Spence. That was his contemporary. Well, actually, to give credit to Bud fought more than Spence. Bud fought Porter. Porter was Bud's contemporary. Okay. Now I will say he fought Brooke. Brooke was a little older, but he fought contemporary. That is your contemporary. The people who are competing in the division at the same time frame that you are. Meaning, so for example, if you fight, like if Tank was to fight Manny Pacquiao, that's not his
contemporary, right?
That's right. So when we're looking at people's resumes, we got to see who was fighting more older fighters and who wasn't. One thing about Tank we can say is that he tends to fight people who are either younger than him or his same age. He has fought more of his contemporaries than than most people during this time period. So that's a fact. That's not an argument. That's not a debate. It's a fact. That's true. Whether you deem them great or not, because that's opinion based. Everyone feels differently. So that was like what was irritating me, and I was not about to let him go off with that, right? Like, no, you're not about to lie to these people. There's a basic definition of this word, and you're just trying to use it all haphazardly to make your point, and I'm not going to let you do it. So Tank has absolutely fought his contemporary. And not only has he fought,
so we could put that to rest. Tank has fought more contemporaries.
He's fought more of his contemporaries than his contemporaries. That's what's going on. That's what's so crazy. And think about this for a second. Tank has shaped, and I'm not saying a Tank laser, because like Tank ain't even like my favorite fighter of this last couple of years was actually a heavyweight, but I'm gonna let that go. Tank has shaped the 147 division, 140, and 135. Think about this. Why? Because now everyone wants to fight everybody he fought. Two of the champions at 147 are people he fought. Why? Because they were his contemporaries. They went up to the bigger people. 140. Everyone want like think about this for us right now. You about to have Pitbull and Lamont Roach, people he built. And so meanwhile,
the same thing with Rolly and Ryan Garcia.
Exactly. Turki Al-Sheikh built a whole card off of Tank's past opponents and contemporaries. And then you're going to sit here and tell me he hasn't fought his contemporaries. Meanwhile, as much as I love Bud, I feel like Boxing Hacker in his argument didn't even give Bud the credit he deserved, because he has fought more than Spence. Can we build a card off of Bud's past opponents? Nope. Have they done anything since Bud to be good enough to build a card off them? No. And that's the objective we're missing from this. And I feel like when you're talking on these platforms, people are so committed to certain narratives that they're not hearing you and not listening to the facts of the situation. The facts of the situation, there's not many boxers who can say, I can build a whole tournament based off the people I beat already. And the only person who can do that is probably Canelo and Tank. That's just the reality. So to say, oh, he hasn't been. No, I'm not saying it's not. Tank got plenty of smoke. I want him versus Shakur. I want him versus I want him versus Mason. I know people like that's a scary fight for both. I want him versus everybody at 135. I want all that smoke. I hate that he's dipping off to do the Paul fight. Although I understand why because that's a whole other conversation. I hate that. I agree. It's a trash fight. But let's stop lying now. Like, we can't say this. He's not fighting his contemporaries. He built the contemporary that's building the divisions above him.
Facts. He already beat them. Like, these people, they won't be honest, Drew.
Devin tried to build his name off of fighting the contemporary that Tank already beat. Not just one of them, 2 or 3 of them. Like, are we in the Twilight Zone?
Yes.
And so, like, I didn't mean to be too harsh. I apologize if I was, but like, I'm not about to let you get off with that. I'm not about to let you get off with that and sit here and lie.
That's what I'm saying. But then they want to discredit. They try to discredit all the Tank opponents. Like, if you let them tell it, all the Tank opponents is trash. Like, they not good.
Right. And we're not saying that Tank don't have better contemporaries, but I've seen already Tank can fight every list they got. They gonna say they trash because I remember there was a time when you went to Tank's page and you in the comment section, you scared of Ryan. There was a time where he couldn't do anything without Ryan's name being typed under the comment section, honey. And they're acting like that never happened. And then remember they kept saying he's gonna rematch Pitbull. He ain't gonna fight no black fighter. Blah blah blah. And then he fought Frank. He knocked Frank out, and then Frank's nothing. But Frank was something when they wanted to fight. It's crazy. But right now, but they want right now. If Devin fought Barrios, they would respect it.
Yeah,
they would respect it. So I'm not saying that Devin. I'm not saying that. Tank don't have more work. Yes, he does. What I'm saying is that you have a higher bar for him than anyone else because according to Boxing Hacker, Bud fought his contemporary. That one guy, he in the 40s. But then they'll say, oh, he fought his one contemporary at the 40 fights. But then they'll turn around and say that Tank is old and he hasn't fought enough of his contemporaries. Despite the fact that he built the whole 147 division, it's insane. It's insane.
Let me get this super chat from Boxing Hacker. Boxing Hacker with the $2 in the super chat. He says, if you base it on the formal definition, then everyone he fights is his contemporary. Because contemporary is based on simultaneous existence, not age. Shout out Boxing.
And let me tell you how easy it is to cook Boxing Hacker. Because even actually, you just made it worse. Because he said the formal definition. So he's basically saying, well, if we're going to use words for what words mean, like basically, like, what's the point of words if they don't mean nothing? So, but let me just tell you how he just made it worse. He's saying, if you base it off the formal definition that everyone he fights is his contemporary, because contemporary is based on simultaneous existence, not age. Tank is the only person who's fought more people his age than everyone else. You literally just proved, you literally helped prove my point. He's fought less old people than every single person his age group. Think about it. Tank has been more comparable to the age. Okay, he just fought Lamont Rose. Lamont Rose was younger, right? Okay. Then he fought Frank, same age, right? I think he might be a little younger, right? He fought Ryan. Ryan was younger, right? He fought let's see who else was around there. Barrios and him the same age, right? Literally Rolly I think is younger than him. He literally you see what I'm saying? He's so eager to argue that he helped prove my point. Meanwhile, if I do that for Devin or Shakur, literally Shakur the last two, but he has 2 fights, I would say, who were his age, but most of them been older. With Devin, most of them been older. And so that's what's so funny about this is that it's off age groups. You see how he keeps trying to find a way to finagle. The definition is a definition. But even if you move it to age, even in Bud's sake, Tank has still fought more people his age group than all his contemporaries. I don't care. You can try to move the goalpost. It still stacks up to disproving your point. It's not about age. It's about simultaneous existence. Yes. And even as a simultaneous existence, he's fought more people in simultaneous existence. Because if we want to be real, Lomachenko is not. If we want to be real,
is it about age?
Even if you say, this is what I'm saying, no matter where he takes it, Tank has still fought more people in his as a contemporary. So we say it's not about age. Fine. His age group. Guess who wasn't Tank's contemporary? Lomachenko, because Lomachenko's reign predates Tank. Right. You can argue because Lomachenko was a champion for years before Tank even was ranked. They weren't ranked at the same time, right? And he still fought more people of his contemporary. Like, I don't care. Boxing Hacker can move it either way in both. And this is why I say in both categories, he still loses the argument. There's literally no way he can shift it to win the argument. So it's like, at this point, I don't know. It's just like, it's ridiculous. But at the end of the day, this is why as Boxing Hacker, I get it. You like to to say things. You don't really care about boxing. You don't watch boxing, because if you did, you wouldn't say the things you say and put yourself in a position to be dismantled night after night. You have certain narratives and certain people you want to go with, and that's what you do, and that's fine. But saying that that Spencer's Bud's only contemporary is absolutely wrong. That's false. But you're so committed to trashing someone else that you end up trashing the person that you're defending. But I'm gonna let you go because it's late at night. I gotta get up and go to work in the morning. I'm sure y'all do too. And I'm gonna let y'all have it. Good night. This has been a nice little cook 2 cent. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Shout out Jupe in the building, coming on, frying, sauteing, flambeing Boxing Hacker. But we had a nice little conversation tonight. Shout out to everybody that joined me on the panel. Boxing Hacker, Jupe, Tony Reviews, No Cap. I don't want to miss nobody. Who else was up here? Blaze, P for P. Shout out to everybody that joined me in the chat tonight. If you haven't already, be sure to punch that like and subscribe button. If you're listening to the replay of this live, be sure to let me know and drop it below your 2 cents. Be sure to help support the channel by hitting the Cash App at $ 2 cents boxing, or hitting that heart with the $ and just leaving the super thanks below. Let me know you're really enjoying the show and we're able to keep you entertained over here at 2 cents boxing. If you're just listening to the replay, just put replay gang in the comments to let me know that you're here and you're listening to the show. I want to thank everybody for joining me with 2 cents after dark. I don't know. I might have to go from Tuesdays to Wednesdays. I don't know. I might have to change the day. But interesting conversation about Terence Crawford and Canelo fight. I mean, Saturday can't get here fast enough. Like, it just can't get here fast enough. I'm so ready for this fight to be over with so we can just move on and deal with whatever controversy comes from this fight. Because as bad as I just want it to be a straight up win or loss, this person got the decision and everybody be cool with it. I don't know if that's going to happen. It's always some super drama with these big fights every single time, but hopefully it's not. Be sure to join me again on Friday when we do the all women's panel and we talk about, and we do the Friday review show where we go over some videos. We're probably going to be talking about the fight, looking at the interviews and the face-off. And I mean, you know what I forgot to talk about? Turkey with this face-off at the engagement fountain. Like, man, like, I don't understand, like, if Turkey understand, he just be doing some weird stuff sometimes. Like, why are we doing a boxing face-off at some waterfalls? And they wasn't even like, maybe it would have been different if they was like really in each other's face talking. Maybe one of them would have pushed another one in the water or something. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, I don't know. We needed a viral moment in that face-off. Like, we needed them really in each other's face. We needed to see the steam coming off their body. Turn it up. But Blaze P for P say he going to the fight. He said he gonna send me the exclusives. He gonna hit me up on my DMs at 2 cents boxing. He gonna hit me with the exclusive videos and pictures and let me know if the stadium full and You know what I'm saying? He gonna take pictures with celebrities and send it to me. Shout out Blaze P4P, gonna be the official 2 cents reporter, boots on the ground when he get to the fight at the stadium this weekend. But we gonna see how it goes down. A lot of injury rumors going around. Bud shoulders, Canelo toe. I mean, we're gonna see if it's any truth to that, and we're not gonna know. I bet you we're not gonna know until after the fight. I bet you we're not gonna know until after the fight, and I bet you it's the person that don't win the fight who we really find out if those rules is true. So join me again Friday. Check out my videos when I drop them throughout the week. Check out my shorts, and when you see my videos, y'all punch the like button and let me know and drop it below your 2 cents. But listen, if you don't want your host all in the videos, muting you, kicking you off the panel, leaving you in the background, timing you out in the chat, come on over to 2 Cents Boxing, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Thank you.